Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. Not cool in high school. So we have some announcements to get to right away. This is we were doing bi-weekly, but we won't say who yet, but we have some returning members coming soon. So if in video game terms, I guess a new player is added. A new player is coming.
A new challenger has
a new challenge. Yeah.
So a returning challenger.
Yeah. So we have some new people. Well, some returning people coming back to the show next week and possibly the week after. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go back to weekly podcasts every Tuesday. So we're going to be back here every single Tuesday, and we're going to bump the Truth Behind Illusion to Mondays. Now, is Truth Behind Illusion always going to be weekly? Maybe, maybe not. We're still not 100% sure on that one. It's seeming that way, but this is going to take over the Tuesday time slot every week. So we're excited to bring this to you on a more regular basis. We're going to turn the Facebook page into a Facebook group into a little more activity. So if we can get to all of our, like, what we're into, what we're watching, us as well as you as the listeners and fans, you can post your reviews or what you're playing or watching or reading in that chat as well. Maybe give us some ideas. I was also thinking too, I don't know why I didn't say this when we were all just off camera, but hey, that's, if we
we're all winging it.
Yeah, if we all pick like a movie to say like, hey, let's all watch this movie like maybe once a month, and then that movie we all watch, and then we come and talk about it for an episode. Like that could be something
review,
else.
yeah.
I like that.
And we could do something like that as well.
Tony, we still got to watch the Italian Batman.
No.
I'm pretty good on that.
How about Hamilton?
No, you're going to watch.
Huh?
How about Hamilton? I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen Hamilton either. I'm very interested on it because I learned a lot about Hamilton from Murder My Dude podcast.
Oh.
It's actually based on a true story, and
Really?
it's pretty insane. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy story. So yeah, we have all that cool stuff coming up. We do have some show and tell tonight. We have some snacks we're gonna partake in. Ben has some special drinkies for us. But yeah, so we're gonna be back to weekly. Make sure you check the links out below. If you are typing, type in the chat, talk to us. Comment sections definitely help out. If you are watching, hit that share button. Let people know you're watching, and share us to your friends list so people know that this is a thing and we can help. We can grow. Yeah, so big thing tonight is we're going to cover a lot of what's going on news-wise in pop culture, but the big one's going to be the DC fandom. That I think over the weekend.
What was it called?
Or Fandome.
Fandome.
Oh.
DC
Yes,
Fandome.
Fandome.
I guess it was technically
dome.
a panel. I guess. What would you call? What would you classify it as?
It was a panel. It was like a Comic-Con panel.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of like talking and then filler in at the very end, like, and here's the trailer.
Yeah.
It's a montage. Like it had a little bit of everything going on.
Yeah,
with
it was a lot of talking. There was a lot of
Yeah.
talking. Some of it was very skippable, but I mean, if you did stick around for it, I thought they put a great show on. I honestly did. I thought it was a really good show.
Well, especially when you have the whole like double doors going and playing the Superman movie theme song, like that got you going. That got me going at least.
No, that's something.
I always like
I
that
wait till it's
theme.
done and just give me the highlights.
Yeah, I'm a
how can
highlight
you
person,
not,
too.
How can you not like that Superman movie theme song?
Oh, it's great.
It's
I always
amazing.
want to hum the
love
Star
that.
Wars theme though. Every time I think the Superman, just Star Wars comes out. Try it. Try and hum Superman now. Just try and hum it. Oh, there you go. I get Star Wars all the time.
It kind of does.
Well, the same guy read it, John Williams.
Yeah.
That's because Star Wars is way better.
Star Wars is better than the first Superman movie.
Yeah.
And second, and
No
the
offense
third,
to
and the fourth,
Superman.
But you got the theme.
and Man of
okay.
Steel, and Superman Returns, and Superman vs. Batman. So okay.
Henry Cavill's the only good Superman. Sorry.
Jesus, man, you're fucking hammering them tonight, Andy.
It is. I
Oh
mean,
boy.
We're getting angry Andy quick.
No, but let's say
Out the gate.
I support it.
Just take
so.
the old Star Wars movies. Are they better than the Superman movies? Yes.
Oh no, we got him going, Tony.
Yes.
So
I support him. So
I agree. I agree, but I really like Man of Steel, and I don't like Superman at all.
I thought.
Superman's boring.
Yeah.
I thought the
So
first
boring.
half hour of Man of Steel dragged, and then it was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with
I
that.
haven't watched the old movies in so long, but like,
Yeah, they're
I like
boring.
Star
They
Wars
have their
more.
place in. They have their place in time.
Now
It's
4
just-
sucks. No,
yeah.
we can say 4. That's the one that sun guy and his nails glow.
Oh,
or his
geez.
nails grow and they can call
I don't even.
All right,
I don't
hey.
even remember.
I don't even
that. I
remember that.
remember like the first two. and
Nuclear
that's it.
Man, is that his name?
Jeez.
Probably.
Yeah,
sounds
actually,
right.
Brian Michael Bendis brought him back for the new Superman comic, and he's
Oh
in
my
one
God.
panel. He's like he's gonna kick ass because he's stuck in the negative zone.
Sounds like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and then he just gets smoked.
Yeah. Well, while we're on Superman, let's talk about the new Suicide Squad game.
See,
Yeah.
I was talking about. Here's the thing. I've heard so many things. I don't know what it is. I've heard you play as Harley. I've heard you play as Batgirl. I heard you play as Superman. I'm like, well, no,
No,
you don't
so-
play as
Which
all
one?
of them.
So
I
Suicide
think
Squad,
he mishmashed it.
Suicide Squad, you play as Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Killer Shark, and Captain Boomerang.
Okay, did they officially announce that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a 4-player co-op game
Wow,
that's going to
those,
be
just those four.
that's going to be set in Metropolis. Now that's just announced. There may be other characters you may swap in and out.
Okay, yeah.
Or maybe it'll be one of those things where at the end of the game you can maybe to keep the cinematics the same, keep those 4 as your main team, and then other players you could maybe throw in as skins or something like that.
I got you.
Now, is it 4 all the time, or is it
Yeah.
if one player does they just play
So
one person?
if you play single player,
Yeah.
you can swap between the 4 characters.
Oh, so,
you
but
can,
they're all
or
in
you
the
can
building.
play, yeah,
Oh,
or you
kind of
can
like
play.
the Lego series
Yes.
games. Okay.
Or
it-
like Marvel.
They didn't show
Ultimate Alliance.
gameplay, but if I had to watch, so usually game trailers will try to represent what the game is going to be able to do, right? So if I had to guess, I think it's going to be very similar to what you're going to get with Arkham Knight with that style of gameplay.
But with 4 people.
With 4 people. But I think what they're going to try to do is it's kind of like Assassin's Creed. You can put 4 people in those games. It's not really cinematic. It's very you're in full control, which we'll get into that in a second too. But I think if I had to have an idea maybe how it's going to play just by looking at the trailer and how everything's coming at you super fast, I think it's going to be similar to. What was that game that was on the guy Insomniac made it? They made it for Xbox exclusively. Then they switched over and made Spider-Man. With the orange, with the energy drinks and everything attacked you.
Oh yeah, it came out like for Xbox One.
Yeah,
Sunset
Overdrive.
Overdrive. Yeah, Sunset
I think
Overdrive.
it's gonna be like a
I
mix
think
between a
about that a little
Sunset Overdrive and maybe like a Left 4 Dead, where you're like it's a running gun or a melee where just everything's storming you and you have to make
Is it
to
first person or we don't know?
They didn't say if it's first
They
person.
should
over the
really
shoulder.
stick with third person.
I-
Maybe even
I think
throw
for
in a
that
little
type of
like,
game,
I think
RPG element.
I think it'll be third person over the shoulder, and I think it'll be. And they did say it's open world. It's not a linear style game.
Yeah, I really hope that they kind of do like an RPG, like a simple RPG element to it. So like if you're flipping through characters, that'd be pretty wild.
Yeah, if it's like Battle Royale where it's just like basically all online, but
Yeah.
like playing offline, I don't care.
There is going to be online, so you and 4 of your friends can play it together,
Yeah.
which I think is fun. But so the trailer shows them all on top of the thing, and they're kind of just lounging around, not doing
Bullshit.
anything.
Yeah.
Amanda Waller says you need to get to center of Metropolis right now to go after your high target, and they all then Outcast bombs over Baghdad plays, which is a fantastic song.
No idea.
It's an old Outcast song. So they run up and they're fighting the whole way through, and then they get to the top of the building. And
I
then
thought the name of the group was Outcast Bombs Over Baghdad.
no, the song
Just
name.
Outcast.
The song's name is Bombs
I was
Over
like, that's a
Baghdad, yeah.
crazy.
That's the
band
one
name.
It
where-
is a crazy
that's-
band name.
That's the one where he like raps really fast. Andre 3000. Yeah. Okay.
Ain't no
Yeah,
DMX
yeah.
that's gonna
No.
give it to you.
But still good. Outcast is great.
Outcast is fantastic.
I love him.
He's not Hey Ya guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, he
yeah,
is.
guy.
Oh,
that's
okay.
So good.
So then a jet gets shot out of the sky, and then another jet comes swiling in, and then it gets something flies, like hits it and blows up. And then it's Superman. And then that's the dust clears, and Superman standing in the sun, but you can only see a silhouette, and he's holding and Killer Shark, which is played by Samoa Joe,
Yeah, ain't that
and
something?
voiced by
That's
Samoa
surprising.
Joe,
Yeah, very
says, "Look, it's
surprising.
Superman. He saved that pilot." And then Harley
Nope.
Quinn's like, "Get out of here, Superman! Get out of here, Spandex. We're here to go after a high target. We're on a suicide. We're on a kill contract here." And then he picks up the pilot. And the pilot starts screaming.
We're doing
and he-
Superman.
and he vaporizes the pilot. Now I got to add too in the very beginning of the trailer, Brainiac's ship is over Metropolis as well.
Also, he's controlling Superman.
He's under, so he has Superman under control.
Oh, that's what I was wondering
Andy
about.
and I were talking about. We thought it was going to be an Injustice storyline, but the Suicide Squad or the good guy,
Like
kind
a
of like that
different
role reversal.
Earth, or
Because that would be pretty.
Well,
That'd be pretty
it does
cool.
say you have to kill the Justice League. So
The
maybe
whole
Brainiac
Oh,
took
you
over
got
the whole league.
Yeah, it might be.
And then
Well, at the end, you say.
during the explosion, Captain Boomerang gets blown out of the frame, and they're all standing there like, "Oh shit!" And then Captain Boomerang walks in and goes, "Did we ever find out who we're here to kill?" And they all point, and he turns and looks at Superman and goes, "Ah, fuck!" And then it cuts off.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Too bad they didn't show gameplay, but maybe they're not there yet.
Yeah.
Trailer was good.
That nice little teaser trailer really helped because it really gives that little bit
So-
and it gives you enough.
So
Yeah.
who was it? Harley, King
Killer
Shark.
Harley,
Shark,
King Shark,
Deadshot,
Deadshot.
Captain Boomerang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, if it's anything like the
Up against the Justice League. See you later.
yeah, it looks fun. It looks entertaining. I'm definitely excited. I like the co-op aspect of things. I
I wonder
wish-
how that's gonna work.
Yeah,
Like, if it will be 4, or let's say you play a game online, right? And it's just 2 people. Like maybe it's only 2 characters.
you could swap. You could swap. Yeah, you could.
So you have to have 4 all the time.
I think all 4 will be on the screen at the same time. Yeah,
So then it would be. Well, I guess you could still just swap.
kind of like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, where
yeah,
you can
but
swap.
like, I wonder if it'd be overhead then. Who knows?
If I had to guess, I think what the games are doing now, whoever you're controlling is the action shot.
Yeah,
Oh,
but,
wow,
but you never
okay.
play like Grand Theft Auto, like how you switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
3 guys. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Well, isn't it by the same people who do Grand Theft Auto?
No,
It's
it's
by
uh,
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
Rockstar.
It's the same
Yeah,
people who
those-
made the Batman
Batman
Arkham
games.
games.
Oh, okay.
So it might be good, but it
I
might
think
be
it will
totally
be.
different than the Batman Arkham games. Because like King Shark ain't gonna control like Batman.
No,
No.
not at
No.
all. The thing that has me pretty psyched or interested to see how it goes, just kind of seeing a different thing. I know for a while there, people were like, "Oh, we're getting a Superman game" because Superman leaked.
Yeah,
Like,
and anyway, that was the rumor for a while.
well, I mean, Superman is in the game,
Yeah.
so I mean, what leaked was technically Superman.
Yeah.
It's just not a Superman. You're not playing as Superman.
Maybe you get Bizarro or something. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's a deep cut. I
They,
like that.
they need a real strong bad guy to
Yeah.
balance it out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a video game, so you do whatever you want. But,
Mhm.
you know, you need somebody. You need some firepower there.
Watch, they'll try and kill the Justice League, and Superman's gonna be like that juggernaut type of character, like that, like can't kill until
Yeah.
you get much later down
Or-
the line.
Which
you
is
know
exactly
what I mean?
how it should be.
Or what happens is
Which I don't have a problem with. At all.
you'll get one of the Justice League to turn to your side, help you,
Or
and then you fight the rest.
at
of
Yeah.
some point in the game, you realize that you're never going to beat Superman. So what you have to do is go and take Brainiac's ship out to lose the mind control.
Or you'll need Wonder Woman.
Yeah, they have to get one Justice League person on their side. I mean, it's all-
Yeah.
Wonder Woman,
yeah.
probably.
I mean, they're all street level except King Shark,
Yeah.
who's not really Hulk level, but
Mhm.
he can bite people and he's strong.
Mm-hmm.
But Harley has no powers. Deadshot has no powers. Captain Boomerang has no powers. So it's like it's all these street level guys versus gods.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm interested. It's interesting
Yeah.
to see how it plays out.
I'd like to see it more.
It looks like it's going to be adult themed, obviously, with the what's going on. So I'm a fan. You know, it's maybe not for the kiddies to play.
Yeah. Hopefully they had the bad taste in their mouths long enough from the Arkham Knight game where you were driving, doing all those driving levels and all
Oh.
too.
Well, it looks like there's going to be some driving in Gotham Knights.
What's Gotham
Okay.
Knights?
There you go.
So
Segue.
Gotham Knights is the other 4-player action co-op game to play with your friends. That's made also by Rocksteady, our Warner Brother games.
Batwoman, Red
Well, hold
Hood, Nightwing. Oh,
So the trailer
I got
starts
it already.
off. They show the WB game is the thing, and it's a news reporter, and like huge explosion in Gotham, huge explosion. We have no confirmed that they just keep talking about the explosion. They said one confirmed body, and then it says it's being reported to us that the body recovered is billionaire Bruce Wayne, and he has been pronounced dead, and then it stops. And then it shows a character in an alley, and his phone goes off, and it says code black. And he hits it and says encrypted, and it's a trailer of Bruce Wayne in the Batcave. And he goes, "If you're seeing this, I'm dead." And I had to blow up the Batcave to save our secrets. All of the files have been sent to another location. You guys have had my back this entire time. It actually was a really like, I'm
It
getting
was good,
I'm getting a little
yeah.
bit chills seeing it. Like,
too.
and then he's just like, "You guys,
Sad.
it's on you guys to save Gotham now. I'm out. I'm gone. Goodbye."
So let me guess.
It was real sad. I thought.
Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin. Well, 2 Robins.
Red Hood. I
Red
think.
Hood.
Oh, Red Hood. Yeah, I forgot about
Red
so-
Robin.
Yeah, well, they switch it. So some of the
Damian Wayne.
some of the scenes they show is Red Hood, and then some of the scenes it looks like he's wearing his Red Robin skin. So he
Oh, that's a
switches.
different character.
Is it?
Red Robin is Tim Drake.
Yeah, Tim.
So
I thought he
Red
swaps.
Hood is
Which is-
Jason Todd. So
That's
in
right.
the 80s,
Yes.
when they hated Robin after Dick became Nightwing,
Jesus Christmas.
Jason
I gotta
Todd
go
was
to-
Robin.
We're getting taken over by ghosts.
And the fans voted to kill And they
They
did. They killed
did.
him, but then they brought him back for the Hush thing.
Of course, yeah.
So
I thought Red Robin was also controlled by somebody else.
no, well, maybe some storyline, but no, he's the Batman cow with no ears.
Yeah. But Red.
And that's Tim Drake, who was in the cartoon.
And voiced by Jensen Ackles. Or no, that was
Was it?
Red Hood. Red
I
Hood was
don't-
voiced by Jensen Ackles.
Maybe I don't know that. I
Or
don't
Jason. Yeah, one of them is voiced by Jensen Ackles.
One of the trailers showed the gameplay shows I believe it's Batgirl and Red Robin in the scene.
Okay.
But they don't say Red Robin in the trailer, so I think it's like a skin for somebody.
So
Yeah.
but he's the one that always has a staff.
Yeah.
And like Batwoman had like a staff that like broke
no,
together. Like
Batwoman and Batgirl are two different people.
No, I mean Batgirl. I mean, I'm sorry.
Batgirl.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
It's Barbara.
She had
But
like
Batwoman
Yeah,
might be in it.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, so Batman's dead, and then it shows you taking over as the 4 heroes, and it kind of just shows you a little bit of the heroes and what they look like in action. They show one boss fight where you're fighting Mr. Freeze.
Does it look like Arkham games?
Yep.
Or, okay,
Yeah.
same thing. Basically?
But then the trailer cuts out, and then you see this figure walking up to a gate, and this little creepy kid voice comes in, and he starts reciting, which is the Court of Owls
Yeah.
speech.
No, Talon.
Yeah,
I ate Talon.
and then they said, we're part of the society. We're here. We're always been here. And then he says, you eventually you're going to wake up one of our chambers, and then he will come, and then the eyes light up. So there is rumors maybe that Bruce Wayne is not dead,
I was gonna say.
and then at the very end, maybe the Talon has taken him to reincarnate him to make him a Talon, or the Court of Owls takes him to become a Talon.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm gonna say he's dead because he knew it the whole time,
Yeah.
and it's something he had to do. I couldn't
the-
tell you.
when they-
he's not. He's gonna be a dad.
So he like faked his death?
During
Yeah.
the game trailer,
That's
though,
what I
like,
bet money on.
they 100% said like, so pretty much I think what DC overall, what Fandom has told me as a DC fan is that DC is very open to saying, for a long time I know but DC and Marvel were in the same boat where they would turn around, hey, what's going on? That's my mom's. What's up, mom? But the DC people pretty much like back in the day when a new writer would take over and they're like, ooh, you can't do this, and this.
Yeah.
I think DC's pretty much at the point where like,
Well, with certain, not in the main titles, but the Black Label books, you can do whatever you want.
yeah. So and I think
Yeah.
they're doing that with their video games and their
Yeah.
movie lines.
Which is, as long as you say, hey, this is a different universe, then that's fine.
And I don't think they're going to sit there and they're not going to. I think we're so conditioned. I think people are conditioned with the superhero stuff that it's all part of a universe, like how Marvel did.
Yeah.
And then when DC just like, we made a Joker movie, and now this Robert Pattinson's Batman,
Yeah.
and then Justice League, and
I
everything,
mean,
they all come
You
together.
kind
Like,
of had it because you had X-Men and then Marvel.
Yeah.
So
So-
You can't be rehashing the same storylines from like one particular.
maybe Batman.
it's
will
not
be
so
all
much
over
rehashing;
again.
it's
yeah.
just a different telling of the story.
Yeah.
Like Injustice, Superman was bad.
Exactly, and I honestly I think that's a cool thing. Everything doesn't have to always blend together. If we get 3 different Batman movies, I don't know if I'm upset about it. You know what I
I'll
mean?
take it.
If there are 3 different styles of movies and everything like that, so Batman 2 comes soon. But so yeah, the owl, but the owls at the end is looking like they're gonna be the main villain. So for rumors there's gonna be a new Batman game with the Court of Owls as the main villain, and there is, but you're not Batman.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
think
that's fun. Though.
I think what they said is they wanted to take away the safety blanket of being Batman.
Yeah.
Because then when you're Batman, you feel like, oh, at the end of the day, everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And they want you to feel like, oh shit, Jason Todd and these characters really have to save the day.
Yeah,
They're
but I mean,
alone.
like-
They're alone.
Obviously, like Billy Trey once, you're not going to get that. You're going to win at the end. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not going to lose.
And I mean, I don't.
Or you're gonna have that cliffhanger part 2.
yeah, which that's okay because then you're going to win that.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just excited. And every character
both
plays.
sounds good.
Every character plays completely different. So like Robin has the cloaking.
Is
He has-
it Damian Wayne, the little kid?
They didn't really say what Robin it is, but it looks like
No.
Damian Wayne.
Oh, if I could see it, then.
He doesn't look like as mean and angry as Damian does. Like he's like more calm.
But if Red Robin exists, it has to be Damian Wayne. Unless
Yeah.
it's a girl, and then
Yeah.
it's Carrie Kelly
No, it's a boy.
or Stephanie Brown.
Batwoman
spoiler.
looks awesome as Barbara. I'm sorry, Batgirl.
Yeah.
Looks awesome. She has the purple suit.
Okay.
Nightwing looks awesome with the bow staffs, and
I
you
love
click them
him.
together and then fight and
Yeah.
take them apart.
Sharper, old school looking Nightwing.
and
yeah.
and,
My
and
Blue,
favorite.
Red
red.
Hood's 100% guns.
Yeah,
Like,
well, he
you're-
should be. Yeah.
He's like he's
Yeah.
popping headshots
Well,
and stuff. So
It gives because I mean you got 3 characters kind of play the same.
Yeah.
So why not have a guy that's totally different?
and I think one of them can teleport.
Nope. Or maybe in the game.
he has
Or
some
they
kind-
might do like some type of dash.
Maybe Red Hood.
Red Hood has some type of teleportation.
Maybe a dash.
Because I've seen
I
it in the gameplay, he like jumps off the building and then like you can like slow down and say like here, and he just
Oh, that might be like Fallout, how the vats where you can like.
Yeah.
That might be like not a power, but just an ability in the game.
Mm-hmm.
It looks interesting, but that's another 4-player DC game
And
coming out.
Any dates on these?
Both of them just said 2021.
Oh well, hey.
Actually, Suicide Squad didn't have a date.
Oh.
No, I didn't see a date.
Gotham Knights had 2021.
Oh, that's hey, you got one coming.
Let them tweak it. Let them tweak it all they
Yeah,
want. until they
don't rush
refine
something
it.
like that. 'Cause then it sucks.
Yeah.
like that.
Even if they say like in December, they're like, "Yo, like near the end of 2021, I would be okay with that."
It's gonna be a monster. It's gonna be a good
Yeah.
hit. It's gonna be a big hit.
But you remember that one that kind of the other thing that they made and they rushed it out? The Batman Arkham Origins. It wasn't as good as the other ones.
It wasn't so much rushed.
wasn't bad, but
was
it was
made
a lot
by
of bugs.
It was
Yeah.
made by a different team.
And it
Yeah,
felt
I
like
think that
this
was
isn't
the
as good.
I think it was not the
It was
Canada
fucking
team. It was
hard.
like some team that they
I
didn't really
forget.
work on it. But apparently people weren't getting past like Deathstroke.
Yeah, the very first
Like,
one.
they're like,
there
oh
was-
my God.
It was almost like bugged and so, yeah, I remember that.
Deathstroke was hard in the very
And
beginning,
you couldn't do like the same move twice.
which just makes sense.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Because he
still
learns
though,
it.
like if it's that fucking buggy, you know what I mean?
It wasn't
Like,
so much buggy. They turned it up to 11 right. in the
It was
beginning.
buggy though.
Yeah.
There was a lot of bugs in that. And then they
Um,
patched it and stuff.
That was the one where it's Black Mask, right? Well, it's
Yeah.
Black Mask.
I think
No.
so. No.
No, what? Wait, was it?
Origins. It was. You think it was Black Mask all the time. At the very end, it's the Joker.
I forget. Maybe it
didn't
was.
play
I
that
All I
forget.
remember is Deathstroke in that
Yeah.
game. That's all I remember.
He comes and goes very quickly.
Yeah, it must be because he's not in 3. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought Killer Croc looked better in this one. He didn't have that pushed in face like he did in the other Arkham games. He kind
Yeah.
of had more like
A crocodile face.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
Like Leatherhead from Turtles.
They did talk a lot about the TV shows. They talked about Stargirl. They talked about
Apparently that's
Doom Patrol,
Real good. Stargirl.
Flash. No Arrow because Arrow's done.
Arrow's
Yeah.
done.
Well, it's gonna
sadly.
be. They were gonna make the girl show though. The
Oh,
it was like the Black Canaries or something like
yeah,
that.
like is it gonna be like the Birds of Prey or?
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
it's Arrow people. I forget what it was called.
Huh.
Yeah.
And
Then
they
they
canceled it.
announced they didn't announce, but they talked a little bit about the Gotham PD show that's going to be going to HBO. So the Gotham PD show is going to be a year one show,
Mm-hmm.
and then that show, once season 1 or whatever it's going to be ends, that leads into the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson.
No, okay.
So it's going to pretty much go into Jim Gordon, kind of like Gotham.
Yeah, I
but
was gonna say, what's the difference between this and Gotham?
just a different universe, but
Yeah.
it's really gonna focus on it's gonna get you in the mode of what that city's about and what's going
Mhm.
on in the city and what leads into the Batman.
okay.
So now I have to get HBO.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
mad.
don't think you
Well, I have
you
HBO.
to
I
watch
got the
this.
HBO Max because everything DC is going there soon, like the Justice League movie and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm and HBO. I'm impressed with it. Billy Trey talked to me into it like 2 episodes ago, and I was like, I'm buying it, and I haven't stopped watching it since.
I remember that conversation, but I already have so many streaming.
Yeah, that's why I say you can only have so many. You can only watch so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
So
it's
if you want to
definitely
get that, you gotta lose another one. That's
Yeah.
how I look at it.
you know what?
That show, I have zero interest in that show.
Yeah,
I love Gotham.
But
though.
I have zero interest in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean,
It's good though.
I thought the
Yeah.
first season was horrible. People, well, just
Oh,
watch the
I
first
liked
one,
it.
and we'll watch the first one and the second one. They're not good, but then it gets good. Well, then I'll just start at season 3.
yeah.
I liked it.
So then we got the Batman trailer.
I'm so excited.
Is that what it's called? The Batman.
The Batman.
Yep.
So good.
Starts off with a guy in a green coat with his face all covered with glasses, ripping up duct tape, and then shows a
Oh, I
guy.
didn't even see the guy. I just seen the guy like someone duct tape, but I can only see hands.
Yeah.
You
You
have to watch it a lot.
Yeah. And then it shows the guy's face taped up. It says "No More Lies,"
Mhm.
and then Commissioner Gordon. So if you didn't know, Commissioner Gordon in this series is going to be a black man. I don't care. Racist
Who
characters
cares?
does not bother me anymore as long as you stay true to the character. But
Mhm.
Commissioner Gordon is the black gentleman you see
Mhm.
because if you're not really looking into it, you're like, well, who's this character? There's another character that I know who you're talking
Is it
about.
Harvey Bullock?
He was I think so. I think he's
He
gonna
looks
be
like Arn
the
Anderson.
chief of police.
Yeah.
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 Arn Anderson nowadays.
Arn Anderson.
So they went through the whole they go and then Batman walks into the crime scene. So Batman is
Yeah, but they don't
involved in-
show like the full, or do they show the full? I know they show his feet in the cape.
Yeah, they show his feet in his cape, and then they take a note, and it says "To the Batman," and it's a birthday card, and he goes, "This is for you." So, for me anyway, when I take a look at that, I see that Batman's interwoven with the police department at some point. At
So
some
he's been
point in this
around for a
movie.
while.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or they accept him at this point,
Yes.
and
Which I like because they haven't done that. So
and
far.
it seems
No,
like
they
they're really going to dive into the detective side of Batman, which I'm excited for too.
yeah,
It's
that's
gonna
all
be
right.
good.
So
It's gonna be
that's when Robert Pattinson was first announced, and they were saying like he's not really working out, and they're having issues of him getting bigger and
Lies.
right. And I was like,
Well,
scared,
When
right?
you wear a
Not
suit,
me.
though, they can cover stuff up.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to be
Bria
good.
will like this, but I think he's ugly, and I don't like his face.
Heidi.
Oh, come on.
I do not think he's
Heidi's-
I
attractive.
love him.
Heidi said the same thing. She said he does not look like a Bruce Wayne.
No,
to
he
me.
doesn't.
'Cause,
Oh,
like,
I knew he'd be fine.
But when he's in
Yeah.
the suit, looks fine. But like
He looks great.
Like
the
Shazam.
cow's a little weird. I'm still getting used to the cowl.
Oh, with the thing of the like neck
different.
thing.
Where his neck looks
Yeah.
small and it's like a small head.
But like the dude that plays Shazam is not Jack Jack.
No,
in real
he's
life.
not either.
So like the suit can
Yeah.
yeah, movie magic.
Yeah.
and the
But
suit looks
Robert
fine.
looks good. Did you see him? He looks good.
Yeah, I don't like his face normally. Like I just don't like. I just think he's ugly.
I just don't like your face. I want to put one of these
I
in
would
it.
not cast even if Twilight never happened. I wouldn't cast him as Bruce Wayne. I'd be like no.
But he's a great actor.
He's a good actor.
He's
Yeah.
amazing.
So
he's amazing.
Yeah. So
But I mean, so's the guy that plays Professor X. But I wouldn't cast him as Batman.
Oh, he
I
also
think you're
did
gonna
like
love him.
Insidious,
Just wait, just wait.
Insidious and all
Yeah.
that then too.
So excited.
So when I seen the trailer, I was like, okay, maybe at least we'll get more of a detective side of Batman.
Yeah.
Maybe the fight scenes will be kind of corny. We'll see, right?
Oh,
so
no.
I had, then they showed one little fight scene.
Yeah,
and it
that
looked
was
awesome.
great.
He beat the shit out of that
yeah,
guy.
I
He
think that's
did.
what, when
Yeah.
then all the
It's true
thugs are like,
Batman.
ooh.
He's
And
a true Batman.
Yeah, he beat the garbage out of that dude. And
That's
then
how
and then
Batman rules.
he said the I am vengeance, which is a little call
So
to
good.
the animated series.
That's right.
Yeah.
Said
like
it with
that.
such passion.
Supposedly on that birthday card too, there's like scriptures are like in symbols on the bottom,
There
and
is.
supposedly the internet has cracked it. So, or they think they cracked
Oh.
it. I stayed away from it. I didn't want to know.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I have to go back and look.
Yeah, they said
I
it was something like that with like the Riddler or something like
Well,
that.
Riddler's definitely
the
in
Riddler's
it.
definitely in it. Riddler was the
Yes.
guy who was duct taping the guy's face.
Oh, good. It's good to have a good Riddler because people are like, oh, Jim Carrey was good. No, Jim Carrey was not the Riddler. He was Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Like,
was Jim Carrey.
If you read any Riddler story, he doesn't act like that.
Yeah.
I do like that
I
movie
mean, that movie
still.
was fun, but
I
like
liked
that's
it.
not the Riddler.
That's like a corn
Yeah.
popcorn film.
And
That's
then-
more
Still
like
good.
60s Batman. And
Yeah.
even that
Good.
Riddler was different.
Yep.
corny popcorn film.
And then
there
you
we
see
go.
a gentleman in the trailer a few times, a chubby gentleman with a hook nose.
That's
Oh,
right.
That's going to be
boy.
the Penguin.
I didn't see him at all.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
he's hidden.
He's hidden. He's
But I
really
did
hidden.
see the
You have to watch it.
Catwoman.
But the
She looks
Penguin
great.
is actually Colin Farrell in full prosthetics.
Sorry.
You
Really?
have no
Bullseye?
Yeah, he is in full
I have to watch that again
You
because I
cannot,
didn't
you
spot
cannot
him
tell
at
it's
all.
Colin Farrell.
Well, that's cool. I like
He
when
looks
they
great.
put little Easter eggs in, and like, well, this is what we're going towards.
So here's another thing too.
I think they should got Danny DeVito. He could still do it.
Oh, Danny
Yeah.
DeVito would have
It'd
loved
be, it'd be
it.
wacky, but
Oh,
they
man.
could be serious.
I
That,
heard
that would be a
rumors-
deep cut. That would be a great return.
Yeah.
That would be like besides Michael Keaton doing that Flashpoint or the Flash thing.
Maybe he'll be
multiverse.
Penguin in that.
Well, so here's what there's
Deep
a-
cut.
If you kind of go through the trailer, Riddler is talking to Batman throughout the whole trailer. There's dialogue there, and he says a few things that kind of catch me off guard. That maybe Riddler and Penguin are in it, but they may not be as big as the main villain as you think they may be. I think there might be another hidden thing.
Oh,
in
I,
there.
I hope so. I don't want it to be like,
the
oh, it's Joker.
gangsters.
Like,
The gangsters.
Kinda. I think the gangster are going to be there because it's Gotham and just crime.
the Falcones.
But he keeps
Falcone
saying about
and
like
Marcone.
you're gonna be the
Marcone.
you're gonna be the prey, you're gonna be the victim,
Mhm.
and I could have sworn in the dialogue he says something about like like a predator.
Mhm.
I don't know if they're doing it, but they may bring the Court of Owls into this movie series.
Oh,
I
that'd be
would-
Riddler
interesting.
never worked for them. Or the far in the comic, they do whatever
But
they
I think
want,
Riddler's aware of them.
If you're
That's
saying,
okay, but like I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't put them in.
If
that
you're
movie.
saying prosthetics for Colin Farrell, it would be really wild, Man Bat.
Yeah, I would not mind
they
seeing
haven't
a man
picked
bat.
Man Bat yet.
I'll take that left field call.
Clayface. Clayface would be a great villain.
He's one of my favorite
Yeah.
villains.
Well, Harvey Dent's in
Those
it.
are my top two.
Is
Bat.
Harvey Dent in it?
Harvey
I would
Dent's in
assume.
it.
I mean, he's in. I assume they're all in it.
Yeah,
Like, but they're not
So-
that. They're not their people.
Catwoman
yet.
shows a very early stages of her suit,
Zoe
Yeah.
Kravitz.
And she
it's,
just started.
It's like just a cut up burglar mask
Which
with ears.
which is fine because she's just starting. I don't mind.
It's
that.
early, yeah.
But
Early Catwoman.
I hope it's not like, oh, the secret villain is the Joker. Like, let's leave him out of this movie.
He's been in
Well,
enough,
the
yeah.
the gangsters kind of have like some Joker face.
Yeah, they do.
It's Falcone and Falcone.
And there's another one, yeah. Carmine
Fish.
Falcone and
Not Fish, no.
that was
Carmine-
Gotham.
Yeah, Falcone and
I forget.
the other
It starts
main-
with an M.
Like, what if it was
Yeah.
Hush? That would be kind of cool.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what they do with it.
I'd be
I'm
fine
still
if it
rooting
was
for
just
Man
Riddler.
Bat. I'm
If
still
it
rooting
was
for
just,
Man
well,
Bat.
he's like
I love the Riddler.
someone's enforcer. He's not
Yeah.
a villain on his own. So
I know, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
no, that'd be pretty wild.
I want the
though.
ventriloquist.
Yeah, it would be really cool.
Ooh,
It's
that's
just
another
gonna be
one.
cool to see like Detective Batman really take on
Yeah.
a challenge where it's not all bronze and fight, where it's more or less like he has to figure puzzles out.
I'd
If
like
you're
that.
really working for that, definitely Clayface would definitely be the guy that would fit the bill.
Why
very
not?
well.
Why
Well, they
not
have-
Riddler?
well, they
Who's
have
all
Riddler already.
puzzles.
Riddler and Clayface, because if you got a Batman that's
Well, they already
starting
have
out trying to figure out how they know each,
Yeah,
how he
but
knows
I'm-
each
I think
other,
Riddler
you
and
know?
Penguin's a good start.
I'm okay with
I like
one
the Riddler
villain.
and the Penguin
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
They make a
Throw
good
somebody
team.
in different. You know what I mean? Like throw in like that wild card villain that we're really looking for.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, like I said, maybe at the very end when he catches the Riddler, he's like, "This whole time you were after me, but I was just warning you about something else." And then Batman finds out about the Court of Owls, and that leads to
I
the
hope
second
not.
trailer.
I'd be a little.
Dude,
No,
I-
that'd be
I-
that'd
I
be
fucking-
way
Because they
too
don't work for
soon.
they don't
That'd be
work
way
for the
too
Court
soon
of
to
Owls.
throw
They don't
them
work
in.
for him, but I think Riddler could be aware of their existence because they're kind of like a secret
course.
society. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Everybody's.
I don't
aware
think
of them.
Riddler would know about them though. I don't know.
I just.
don't think
I'm
he would either.
so. I just love that story arc.
I thought
It is
they,
a good story
I thought they
arc.
beat Batman up too much. I'm like, what? Why does he just die already?
Well, that's the whole thing with owls. Owls are the apex predator over bats.
Yeah, but
Yeah, and they're involved with
think- I don't-
like
I just loved
the.
it.
but he's Batman. It's a bunch of nobodies except for their
And the whole
talents.
time, Batman doesn't even know if he's in reality or not because
Yeah.
they keep.
I thought it drug out a little too long. That's the only thing with Scott Snyder. He's a great writer, but a lot of times the stories go a little. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
let's get going.
Could've wrapped
we're,
up,
we're
like,
going,
3
we're
issues.
going in circles.
Like they gave me the Court of Owls, and I was like, "Oh my god! Like this is a thing I've never seen before, and
Mhm.
I love it!"
They are
Like it
good.
jumped off the page, and then we got the Death of Family, and then we
That
got
was very good.
the Flower Guy, and I was like,
Yeah, the flower guy was kind of.
I was like, "You just
Oh,
gave me the
Mr. Bloom.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Bloom." I was like, "Ooh
And then
boy,
we had that.
what's going on, Lynn?
The
Thanks for
Zero
hanging out."
Year, which was like Riddler.
That was really good.
I didn't like that at
Really?
all. It's 12 issues long. I think they could have did it in 5.
See, I liked how Riddler kept
Oh.
like
love
he
the
was always a
Riddler.
step ahead.
That was still.
yeah,
Riddler's my favorite Batman bad guy, so I'm really happy to see him in a movie again. I'm happy
And
to
they-
see him do justice. Like
they said the
do
actor
justice
who's
for the
playing
Riddler.
him is fantastic.
I heard that too,
And
so I'm
who's
really
that?
excited.
I don't know his actual
He's
name.
new. He's newer.
But he was in another TV show recently. Billy said he watched him in some TV show, and he said he's absolutely amazing.
Well, like that guy they got for Scarecrow. He was great.
yeah. He was real good. Yeah, see, I like
I thought
those
Scarecrow
kind of
was
like
one of the better villains in
classics.
that series,
Mhm.
and he didn't even get that much shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the classics.
I don't know. It,
We
it
don't
looks
see
good.
enough of them.
I'm into it. I don't think Robert Pattinson's an attractive man.
Yeah, Heidi said the
So
same
hard
thing.
on him. So hard
Heidi
on
said
him.
the same
I love
thing.
him.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't
Heidi
think
said
he's
the same thing.
bad. I think he's good looking.
1 to 10. Give him a 1 to 10. Jason Momoa was 10.
7. Oh wait,
wow.
wait. Jason Momoa.
He's 10. Yeah.
Jason Momoa is like a 20.
Okay, well, he's the top of the charts.
That's right.
Well, there, Thor's 10.
Oh, Thor. Yeah,
You
Thor
don't have
is.
to-
I
yeah.
love him. Yeah,
Right?
he's my other favorite.
So what
Cap-
we're saying is
Captain America's a
muscles,
9.
Muscles help us boys.
he might,
They do,
Captain America might be an
yes.
8. All the Marvel guys are good looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. They are. Yeah, but I still like Robert Patterson. Yeah, I got like a 7.
I love it.
I just like a lot of things about him. I am like,
know,
of
he's
course,
not.
partial to Twilight. I'm
He
not
mi-
gonna lie.
I
I,
mean,
got
he-
my Midnight Sun book right here for everybody. Look at this bad
Oh,
boy.
she's breaking out the show and tell. Chop
this
right off
beauty.
the bat
Sorry,
He might
Andy.
do good, but like,
Where's the
he's not
camera at?
attractive.
with that
Well, this
rotten
beauty right here,
pomegranate.
everybody.
It's like a-
Not that attractive equals good, because George Clooney sucks. But
Yeah. Well, I don't even find George Clooney attractive. Sorry,
I
everybody.
remember he was the big.
But I
George
like him as
Clooney
an
is-
actor.
I thought he was a good Bruce Wayne. 'Cause I thought he looked like
He was
guy.
a good
he
Bruce
looked like
Wayne.
He looked like, yeah.
He looked like a guy that could
looked
see your
the
girl.
part, but
Yeah.
the movie was just.
I didn't think Christian Bale was a good looking guy.
with the bat.
No.
nipples.
I think he's
No,
a
I
better
don't
looking
think
man
so
than
either.
than Robert Pattinson.
I
No.
disagree.
That
Well,
is,
let's
that
put up
is
with a vote.
insulting.
If you're watching the chat, who do you think is better looking? Is it Robert Patterson or is it
Christian Bale, but you got to get a good picture of both of them. Don't get one shitty picture of one of them.
You better all vote for Robert Patterson, everybody.
And
Every
then,
one of you. Bat Pat.
The last trailer, we got the Wonder Woman. We already seen a
So
lot of Wonder Woman,
good.
but it was
Yeah.
just another
I'm so excited.
continuation. I'm pumped for the movie. It looks awesome. We got to finally
but
see
did-
Kristen Wiig as a cheetah.
It didn't say
She
when
looks
it's coming out
great.
though, right?
It pretty
but-
much it's waiting for theaters.
Yeah.
It's done and ready to go.
Do you
They're-
think like let's say the theaters never opened, would they just do like a pay-per-view version,
I
like
wish-
Mulan?
I wish they would. I'll be honest.
Me
I wish
too.
they would.
I wish they would. I'll pay $25 to watch it today.
Wonder Woman was supposed to be out like a month ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
May I think. Or
Yeah, July.
Yeah, I forget.
July,
Yeah.
right? Like July 14th or
They're just
something.
That's why all the toys and stuff are out now.
They want that theater. They want to be in theaters.
Yeah, but you
Um,
can't blame them.
Which is like holding everything up.
yeah,
It's holding up every like.
the same with Marvel. Black Widow's holding everything up.
Yep,
Oh,
Except-
Black Widow's not done.
it's done.
No,
Oh,
it's
it is
done.
done.
But they don't want to release any other movies because Black Widow's the first
Yeah.
part of the story.
Black Widow's supposed to come out before Wonder Woman. That
So
was
it's like
that
who
was
shot
like,
That's
first.
right.
April,
yeah,
I
like
think.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Black Widow would have been good.
so
Yeah.
they can't put out one after because like, wait a minute, what's he doing there?
Black Widow versus Wonder Woman in the theaters. Where you going?
Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
wow.
definitely
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
That's gonna make more money too. Black Widow looks good.
She does. Yeah, that does look good. But Wonder Woman's the better story,
Yeah.
better characters.
Hate-
Even though I'm more Marvel.
Really.
And now if they
hate
come out like the same weekend, that's
Oof. Ooh. Well, I'll be there both. I'll be there
I
every
mean,
day.
a lot of people are going to see both in the same day.
I would. I would. I've
Really-
already done a double
Really
feature.
hate how Taskmaster looks in that. I don't know. I just don't care for.
I don't
they try to
mind.
make him like really tactical. Like
I didn't see
at
him.
least if they would have made him like the skull mask or whatever.
I don't
That's
think
just me.
I don't think he's going to be a major point in the movie.
I don't think
Like
he is
she's wearing
either.
them?
But
Yeah.
it's just not. There's so much to him though. Like there is actually stuff
So
to him.
we posed the question to you guys: Who do you think's the better looking Batman? Do you think it's Robert Pattinson or Robert Pattinson or Christian Bale? So put in the chats who you think the better looking Batman is. Also, if you are watching, hit that share button. If you're watching on Facebook, let people know that we're doing this. And thank you guys so much for chatting.
So, I mean, I don't
Bat Pat.
obviously 60s Adam West wins.
Oh,
He's a
absolutely.
good-looking man.
Bat Pat.
Dave says Black Widow needs to come out now. I think he's really excited to see
I'd
that
like to
Marvel
watch it,
Universe
yeah.
kick off. Yeah.
there you
Yeah,
go.
I mean,
That's
that's
good.
holding X-Men and it's holding Fantastic
I
Four back.
know.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I need my X-Men.
Yep.
X-Men done right.
They better hit them hard.
I
with,
want.
Do you think-
I'm excited for X-Men, but I really want a good Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Do you think they casted the
Yeah.
people already and just not saying?
I
Absolutely.
hope so.
100%.
Yeah.
No
Oh.
Beyonce. No Beyonce.
I think they at least
they're really
have
hiding.
people in mind for Wolverine and the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Maybe not like Jubilee or nothing like that.
Then
but-
Yeah.
the last trailer for the DC fandom. We're just hitting on the main ones. There's a lot of stuff that happened there, but we're
Yeah.
just kind of touching
a
on
lot
the
of
major
comic
four.
book news too.
Yeah, some comic book noise. Is the Snyder Cut?
looks
The Snyder
good.
Cut trailer.
Oh, it's the trailer was actually released.
It
Oh,
was.
Right off the bat, first scene, first thing you look at is Apocalypse, and he's swinging his hammer, bang, and he's just hitting the ground with it. Or no, I'm sorry, Darkseid.
I was gonna say.
sorry,
I was
Darkseid.
just like,
confused.
what?
Darkseid swinging his hammer. It looks fantastic. Looks awesome. They show that what Steppenwolf was supposed to look like. Where the
Because Steppenwolf has the hammer,
well he
right? I mean, Darkseid probably took it.
He has this. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
swinging this giant axe or hammer. You don't really see exactly what it is, but he's swinging it. And he's like, screaming. He's hitting the ground.
Because they edited Darkseid out of the whole movie. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They cut the whole movie.
Yeah.
They changed everything.
I was gonna say I didn't recognize like that at all. Like I'm not like super versed in DC. Like
Yeah.
Batman, I know.
He was the
Wonder
very
Woman, I
first
know,
guy you
but
see. The very first thing you
I was
see.
like,
was
who
him.
is that guy?
Yeah.
Put it this way: to get a standard primer and like Batman or like Superman like lore, if you're really getting into it, an easy one to get into would be like the Batman animated series, and also
Justice League.
people don't really care for this one, but I think it's one of the better ones. Superman Adventures too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Superman
I
Adventures
think
is
The
the
cartoon?
whole,
cool.
the
It's made-
whole
The
Yeah.
cartoon. I used
Same
to watch
people that made
yeah.
the animated series,
Yeah.
Batman animated series.
and
I think
Justice
that's
League and Justice
I
League
love the
Ultimate.
Batman.
Yeah.
And what,
animated
they're all
series.
good.
Yeah, they are.
And
yeah.
they made Static Shock too, but I didn't
Oh,
listen as
that was
good.
another one. Static Shock got announced for a movie. It's
Oh,
coming.
really?
That's right,
It's
it
coming.
did.
Wow.
Yeah.
And his first appearance went up
Yeah.
for comics.
King
That's how it
Shark's
is.
gonna start going up too.
Yeah, I think it already did. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so they show Darkseid, and they show what Steppenwolf was actually supposed to look like. Then they show just a bunch of battle scenes and fight scenes, and just looks really cool. And they show a scene where Superman's walking,
In his-
reappearing, full black suit.
in the black suit.
Yeah, it looked good.
Which is weird because like that's when the comic when he comes back, he has a black suit, but he has no
Mhm.
cape, and he also has a mullet. So I wish he had the mullet.
Yeah.
No, no mullets. Mullets are terrible.
Supposedly said you may see a mullet.
I hope
Oh,
so. I mean,
no.
even if he just like, oh, he has it when he
No.
first comes, then
I
gets
love
rid of
it, and it cuts it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like he had no powers too when he first came back, so he had a huge gun because it was the '90s.
Yeah.
So I mean, I doubt to go that.
Yeah, I don't
deep.
think they're gonna
Please
do the gun.
don't.
Henry
but,
Cavill with the mullet.
That
oh
was
my
actually
No to the
God.
mullet.
a cosplay
Wow.
costume. I want to do the black suit with the symbol, and then just comb my hair so it looks like a mullet, and have a big gun.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I
You should,
get
do,
it.
you should do Nicolas Cage Superman.
Oh,
No,
God.
I hate Nicolas Cage. No.
I think someone said this is a good idea.
By far
Somebody
the biggest,
Tim Burton did.
by far the biggest fan of Superman too, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was really big into Comic Cons. Like he would go to the cons. And, like,
Supposedly, he's still petitioning to get somehow into
Comic
another
book
comic
movie.
book movie.
I wouldn't blame him.
Nope.
I
nope,
would.
Nope.
I
Maybe
seen
one-
Ghost Rider.
Terrible.
Just as a minor role.
Who do you-
nothing
all right.
like
I seen Ghost Rider too. And that
Do
was
you-
even
do
worse.
if you're
I
like,
know
all right,
they're
listen,
terrible.
we're gonna give your movie another $1 million budget.
Okay.
You need to put Nicolas Cage in it. What character do you make him?
Oh, what movie are we making here?
And in any movie.
Any movie.
We'll all even.
Nope.
Now is he leaning towards like DC
A
or is he
wacky
going
friend?
Marvel?
Either way.
A-
Either way.
A wacky friend. He's not a character. He's not a
Wacky
superhero.
friend.
I was like the
superhero.
one you kill off in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
I think he could be a villain.
If he's like a wacky,
Nothing.
like maybe he'd be like a Batman villain, but like one of the nuts ones. Like obviously not
Don't
Clayface.
like him.
Or like him, like a Victor Zsasz.
No, because
No?
someone that's not physical, like maybe Riddler
No.
or the ventriloquist one. He's not old.
I think
He's not
Face
the
Off.
girl.
I see Face Off Nicolas Cage, and I was like, he was a good villain. In that.
Yeah, but now it's nowadays Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Face Off's like 1995.
We should. That's be another episode we should do. We should do a fan casting again. We did it a couple
What?
times.
Remember
Oh,
I did that with
fan casting would be fun.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah, we did Ghostbusters
Yeah.
fan casting. But yeah, so Snyder Cut it was announced. It's a 4-hour movie,
But it's
And-
only on HBO. And now is they doing it in parts?
4 parts, 4 1-hour parts.
That's actually
Easy to
reasonable,
digest.
Yeah.
I will get the Blu-ray when it comes out.
Yeah, I think you'll probably have to wait
A while.
a year.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be on HBO for at least a year.
Probably.
And then it'll hit the. I'll definitely buy it.
At the very
I
least
It
6
might even be
months.
sooner. To tell you the
I
truth,
refuse.
with
I
how
still
things
have
are.
not seen the other version. I won't watch it.
Oh, it's at the best okay. I
won't.
fell
It's all
asleep.
right. Yeah, I did too. I had to rewatch it a second
I won't watch
time.
it. I knew going into it, I'm like, this is not my movie. This is not the movie we're supposed to get.
Yeah.
I hated it. And then a lot of the actors, some of the actors are still trying to play status quo, like, oh, it is what it is, And then some of the actors
then-
coming out and they're
And then
like,
you got some that are just there for paychecks. I don't care either way.
That's true.
well, like,
which is sad.
the guy who played Cyborg, the guy who played Flash,
Ray Fisher.
he came out and they're like, yo, I will never work for Josh Whedon again. He was a fucking prick.
Yeah. Well,
I did see that they said that.
especially if they cut your scenes, then I understand.
And they said
Yeah,
Whedon
'cause-
came in like a fucking dictator. Like,
Really?
this is my fucking movie. That I don't give a fuck what you did for him.
And he's
Yeah.
coming off Star Trek, right? But he doesn't do Star Trek. He only did.
But
Star
he did
Trek.
Buffy and all too,
Yeah.
right?
They said he was a prick.
Yeah, I don't.
They were like, yo, that's why that whole cast was like, we're done. We're never coming back to DC. If this is the guy you're gonna hire,
Yeah.
we're never coming back.
Let James Gunn do it all.
I'm cool with James.
I like
Gunn.
James Gunn.
For-
Yeah.
Yo,
I like the way he
really-
directs, especially video games
Yeah.
like Lollipop Chainsaw.
It's,
Did he really do that?
Yep.
Yeah. It
Whoa.
really seems that DC is like they want to keep Gunn on their team. Like I said, they gave him the biggest budget he's ever had as a director.
Yeah, but then he
Wow.
has Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, well, I got 2 money makers. Why don't I just do
Yeah.
both?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say he better not leave
I mean,
Guardians.
I don't blame him.
He
If I
has
was
two
him, I'd do
heavy
both.
hands. He has
Well,
two
he
heavy
was.
hands in himself.
I mean, he may
Remember
not
he
leave
was out,
Guardians,
and then
but
he was-
Marvel was like, "You're fired," and
Yeah.
he's like,
I remember.
because of the comedy that you knew I did 10 years ago.
Yeah, which was ridiculous.
I'm very edgy. Like what I do. I'm
Yeah.
not. It's not appropriate.
I thought it was Disney that kicked him off.
It was
Wasn't
Disney.
It was-
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
Marvel.
Disney. It wasn't.
Yeah,
Oh, was-
I know, but
It was
I would say,
Mickey
But
Mouse holds the
it was
strings, brother.
within days. They were like, "Oh, he's doing Suicide Squad." I'm like, "Oh,
And then
okay.
they're like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
can you come back and do Guardians?"
oh, yeah, but I'm still doing this." It's like, good for you, man.
The mustache is concealed on. They will not have to do anything with mustaches.
Because
The
this is the scenes without the mustache.
The reason the mustache even existed is because Whedon came in. Only a fourth of what Snyder used was used in the actual Justice League that hit the trailers.
I
So
heard
when they
that.
had to, so when Whedon came in, Henry Cavill was already cast to do the James Bond movie. I think was it James Bond?
I think so.
I think
Yeah.
so. That was
Yeah.
a stinker.
Yeah, and he had the mustache, so they went and had to CGI, and he couldn't shave it, so they had to go and CGI all the mustache off in every scene.
Yeah,
which
and he does look awkward in a lot of scenes.
yeah, so that was the reason why the mustache even existed, because they had to reshoot the entire movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then like they were all coming back on scene like this is bullshit, and none of them got paid anymore. Like
Oh,
they're-
really?
Yeah, like it was just like because they were contracted to do a movie. And the movie never
Oh,
finished, so it was
jeez.
like one of those weird
Yeah.
loopholes. Yeah, so that's the only reason the mustache existed was because of the rewrites. And then supposedly with this whole thing with HBO, they're gonna see what if they make their money back, the $40 million or whatever they put in to help finish Justice League, and if that is successful and they make their money back, which I think they're going to,
They will.
they're looking to do the Suicide Squad.
But I wonder how, like, let's say nobody watched this, but everyone got it and watched other stuff. They still made their money.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
then they, like,
so
like if
there's two.
subscriber goes up and they never release Justice League,
Yeah.
then you make your money.
So there's two things that I'm kind of hoping happens here very soon when it comes to DC and Marvel. Marvel is now owned. Obviously, if you have Hulu, you get Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN because they're all under the same umbrella.
if you sign up for Disney Plus, if you do it the other way, you do not get them.
If you're still a Hulu member, you can add it to your package too.
Yeah, but you can't like sign up you have to sign up with Disney Plus to get the package. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Mark had
Like,
to do.
like you can't sign up on
Okay.
the Hulu website.
Yeah,
it's.
I know
it's
Hulu added
goofy.
it for a second, then I think we had to go and redo it. I think
Yeah.
is what happened.
I mean,
to
you can
us.
add it, but like if you have Hulu or you just have ESPN Plus, you can't add the other two.
Yes.
But if you have Disney, you can add the other two like
So
the package.
what a lot of people are trying to
or you could just cancel and then see them.
Yeah, what a lot of people are trying to do for Marvel now is they're trying to push them like, hey, that Marvel Ultimate thing you got going on, like it's a paid subscription where you can go on and digitally read every comic book that Marvel ever made.
Yeah, just
and
about.
it's like $8 a month. Like, can you add that to the Disney Plus subscription?
oh, that would
yeah.
be great because
So-
then I can catch up.
Yeah, so a lot of people are trying to like kind of nudge Marvel to say, hey, can you
Yeah.
add this to it? And also
But
supposedly
they're making like just think there's somebody. There's a lot of people out there probably have both. So
Yeah.
they're making.
But it's one of those things too. If you combine them, you're probably going to get more consumer
Yeah,
base.
yeah.
It's kind of like
So-
Xbox Game Pass is
Yeah.
killing it, which I have some cool news on that as well. But the HBO is now kind of working with DC, and I think they're getting to the point where they may just merge. Where if you have HBO Go, you can
Yeah,
add
the
the
DC app's done.
The D-
I mean, it's not yet, but eventually.
Well, so I resubscribed back to the Disney app
Oh,
or the
God.
DC app for one reason only. They just added the entire Batman Beyond series on there.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Batman animated series, the Justice League animated series, and the 1966 Batman series, and they said that Wonder Woman's coming next. So you can watch all those classic.
Oh, the 60s one.
Yeah.
I mean, 70s. Okay.
So I was like, man, I'm
That's
going to
a-
resubscribe that
wow.
one. And then you can go and read the comics too, which I think is cool. I like doing that.
Yeah.
I like to read the
I still
comics.
think that streaming service isn't long for this world.
Yeah, I think it's got to get to the point where HBO just says let's just merge them.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still log into the app, but for the comic aspect of it. But I think
Yeah,
I think
that's
all
what- yeah.
all the movies and stuff should just go
Yeah.
over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's kind of a big thing. Any other news that you guys pulled up? So it's not just me talking here.
Well,
I
The
got
Rock, The Rock said he was gonna be there and say something about Black Adam. 'Cause I watched
I think
the
he,
thing.
I
They
think he just
tweeted
did
out.
like a teaser trailer, but I didn't see anything.
Yeah, but I didn't hear anything about it. So
Yeah.
I guess he was going to, and then something happened and he wasn't there.
And I'm at the ready to tell the Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, let's go.
cast
Over,
too.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
Let's
we,
go. Over,
we totally forgot about
yeah, let's go.
talking
Let's
about
go through the Suicide Squad cast.
Okay, 51 people. We're not going to list all 51.
Just let's
obviously.
do the main Suicide Squad.
Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn, Taika Waititi, Joel Kinnaman is Rick Flag, Idris Elba is Bloodsport, Alice Braga is Solsaria,
No
Pete-
idea who Soul Sorry
Pete
is.
Davidson from Saturday Night Live, Blackguard, Jai Courtney, Captain Boomerang. He's the only one that came back the original.
Yeah, well,
And-
Harley.
And Harley too. Nathan Fillion, TDK, Viola
Ooh.
Davis, Amanda Waller, Michael Rooker is Savant, John Cena is Peacemaker,
Ooh, John Cena.
Sean Gunn is Weasel, David, that's Malshian, is Polka Dot Man, Pete Capaldi the Thinker, Storm Reed is Tyla, Michaela Hoover is Camila, Flua Borg, Javelin, Jennifer Holland, Emila Harcourt, Maylin Ning, Mongol,
Yeah.
Joaquin Cosio, General Mateo Suarez, Juan Diego Bato, Luna, Steve Agee is from like the Sarah Silverman program, King Shark, he's the redheaded guy.
Well, he's just the voice.
Yeah, he's the voice, but still though, he's gonna be pretty funny in that.
Yeah.
Danielle Melchior, Ratcatcher 2, Marisol Correa, Solado, Josh Ventura, and then that's pretty much it.
Did you say Pete Davidson?
Pete
Yes,
Davidson
Pete
from
Davidson.
Saturday Night
And
Live.
that Javelin character's in who no idea who that is, and the guy's name's Falula Borg. I don't know.
He's a comedy dude.
read a character's name, so I don't know anything. I know a lot about comics. I don't know anything about Javelin, Mongol, Polka Dot Man, Ratcatcher 2,
So
never
he-
heard of. Soul Saria, never heard of her.
Here's the cool thing with James
The
Gunn.
Thinker?
Watching that panel, James Gunn is he went and read the entire first run of Suicide Squad.
Okay, yeah.
And he is a huge comic book fan. So like he's making a movie from the comic book, like as like a fan of the books. And he's like, obviously some of the characters that are in this are not Suicide Squad members.
Yes.
They were like really low budget.
You got to put a couple
They-
jobs on it.
He's like, they were like really low budget, third rate characters that I
Yeah.
always been like a fan of, and I wanted to throw them in the movie. Like, I really love Polka Dot Man, so like he was making the cut. You
And
know
like
what I mean?
TDK and the Savant, Michael Rooker. I mean, no idea. They all look cool.
I think they kill Michael Rooker off because it's like as a joke because they always say like he's in every one of my movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he always
Yeah,
puts
So
him in.
I think he's getting whacked.
King Shark will make it.
And he always puts his brother in, Sean.
Sean
Gunn,
yeah.
Yeah.
He plays Weasel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's, of course, Rocket.
Idris Elba will make it because he's
Yes.
a big actor.
Mhm.
John Cena's gonna make it.
Of course.
Andy
better
and
make
I
it.
were joking around when
Rick
we
Flag
said
will
that-
also make it because he was in the first one too.
So I think Rick Flag
Oh, is
doesn't.
he?
I
Oh.
think he's like at the end he dies to get Harley upset.
Oh,
I
that
don't
would
think
make
Harley would
sense.
be that upset about it.
Well, they kind of had like a weird like little thing going on there in the first movie.
That's true.
Did they? I don't remember.
We were jokingly saying, Andy and I, that Peacemaker is going to be like the Kenny of the whole movie. Be like, oh, Peacemaker's, oh no, he's alive. Damn it! Why don't you die? I think he's going to be really funny
Because John
because
Cena's the guy you get for a couple movies if you can.
so like
yeah.
Yeah, and I think
With
they're
how
really
much you
good.
pay him.
I honestly think I see Peacemaker being like getting his own movie
Yeah, because they hope if it takes off. Yeah.
because he's like a Captain America who like
Shoots guns.
But not even that. Like he's like, oh, you're not for justice.
Yeah.
You're not for peace. Pooh, and he shoots you in the head.
Oh, is that what he
Like
does?
he's an extremist. He's
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
A douchey Captain America,
Yeah.
as he says in the trailer.
he's like.
I think he could pull it off very well.
I
I
love
think
John
I think
Cena.
John Cena would be good at it.
And I think with
A lot of the other guys ain't gonna make it out of the first half hour.
hey, look at it this way. If James Gunn made Dave Bautista a decent actor with Drax, he's definitely going to make John Cena a good peacemaker.
John
Yeah.
Cena was good at
I think
all
John
movies,
Cena's
though.
a better actor than Dave Bautista.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
but I'm just saying though, like if you're having James Gunn and you're like I'm saying is Dave Bautista is okay, like he's just that like that typecasted character.
Mhm.
And you make him that good for Drax and make him that way and make him that memorable. Imagine what he could do with John Cena and Peacemaker.
Will Batista be in this? Because he wanted to, and he's friends with James Gunn. I don't know if the Marvel contract says you can't do a DC thing, which
Yeah,
maybe it does. 'Cause
maybe.
apparently they said that with Lady Sif, whoever plays her, I forget her name.
Yeah.
And she was in the running for Wonder Woman, and they said, no, you can't.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh.
that.
Yeah. So we
Yikes.
one last thing I think I just remember with the DC thing is during the Justice League trailer where they show like the desert and it's just like a big war zone. There's debris flying around, and if you pause it in the right section, there's a piece of paper that floats by where it looks like a piece of paper, and then it flips over for a 2nd. It's a Joker card.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
So
Yeah.
maybe if they made Justice League 2, he'd be the bad guy.
Maybe.
Oh, that wouldn't be
Yeah.
bad.
That'd be pretty cool.
yeah.
We'll see. I don't know.
I like to see
hopefully
the
it does
Legion
well.
of Doom come back.
Oh,
That'd
God.
be my thing.
Yeah.
Some fucking deep cut super friend shit.
I
No one
actually
ever
watched for the
mentions
first
that.
time over the weekend the entire Aquaman movie.
Oh yeah,
I
Oh,
liked
it's good.
it.
Yeah,
liked
I,
it.
liked
really
it.
like
I have
it.
to watch it.
Maybe they should have shaved a half hour off it. I thought maybe.
Yeah.
I really liked
Went a
it.
little long.
So you mean like the half hour was like a little bit of a fluffer, like
Yeah, like they
fluff?
could have cut a minute here and
Yeah.
I
there.
thought it looked really good underwater though.
It
did,
did.
yeah. The CG was
graphics
very
were
good.
great. Yeah.
Some quick news here. We went to Planes, Trains, and Automobiles getting a remake with Will Smith and Kevin Hart. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that movie.
I seen him as a kid, but I couldn't tell you what
I
happened.
never saw it, but I'd watch it
Wipe
with those two.
that and smile off your
John Candy
fucking
and
face. And Steve Martin.
okay.
Yeah.
Awesome movie.
And the pillow scene, it's like, is that a pillow? It's like, no.
They showed a little bit of stuff they showed Flash's new suit on
Oh, that's apparently Batman built it.
yeah.
Now what's that for? For
The
Flash?
Flash movie, yeah.
Jack-
Dax
that kid-
Shepard was in a motorcycle accident. He's in pretty rough shape. Like not dead, like
Yeah.
not gonna die, but he's in rough shape.
I wonder if that Flashpoint movie that might be a little too much. Like once you get in time travel, it gets a little convoluted.
Yeah.
People
that
get
was the
lost.
thing with Suicide Squad 2, they said everyone that watches, they said don't get attached to anybody.
Yeah, except
And then
Harley.
once you think you figured the movie out,
Yeah.
you don't. You have no idea what's happening.
Oh, that's good.
I'd bet my life Harley's not dying.
Yeah.
No, she's not. They're not going to
I
kill
mean,
her.
come on now.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Let's see what else
Or
we
if she
got
does, she gets resurrected.
And if they
Oh
kill,
boy.
Lazarus Pit.
Yeah.
if they kill Bloodsport, like it's be like the very tail end of the movie.
Maybe
It'd be like
he-
a
yeah.
dull ending.
I wouldn't
Like,
be
like,
shocked if he
"Oh."
died, but I think he's gonna make it.
At the very, very end, Will Smith just walks up behind him on
Yeah.
camera and blows his head off and goes, I'm this guy. Get out of here.
Wow, that would be
Black
that
on
would be
black
the
crime.
fourth. That'd be breaking the wall, man.
This is my
Holy
movie.
Well,
shit.
you remember Deadpool 2 when X-Force gets formed and they all get smoked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they said, another thing to take away was like they are going to do more Elseworld movies.
Which is, oh yeah, that's fine.
And they confirmed a 2-part Batman animated of The Long Halloween.
Oh, okay.
That's a really cool story. I
I-
really like that one. That's like a detective
Yeah,
one.
I did not like the art though.
Yeah.
Hopefully the art's
Great
better.
story though. Great. I
Mhm.
really like that story. That was one that like I was over at Slayer's place, Skinny Guy that you know from AEW from last time.
You don't have to tell people this.
Okay. But anyhow,
This dives right in.
Yeah.
read the whole book in like 2 hours. I was really so fascinated by it. I'm like, wow.
It's
Like,
not, it's
how
not a
long was
big
it?
trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just fascinated. It was
That's cool though. Like, did you ever watch the double movie of Dark Knight Returns?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Then we have supposedly a Powerpuff Girls live action TV series is in the works for CW.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna work.
I hope it's going to be good.
What if it's like Archie, like the Riverdale? That's what I
yes,
meant.
that would be
Sick.
great. I would love that.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yes, they
John
should do it.
Carpenter's involvement in the movie for The Thing. That's going to be the reboot.
It's going to be amazing.
I think it's going to be great. And then I just have a little bit of video game stuff here. Call of Duty Season 5 comes out, I think, next week or the week after. So that's coming soon
Very
if you're a
soon.
Call of Duty player.
And what's that? Make new maps?
Like, yeah, they do it in seasons now.
Okay.
And then rumor, the new Switch for 2021.
Yeah.
I've seen that, but they didn't say anything
Update
about it.
Yeah, it's like an updated version. Supposedly gonna have 4K support.
Do you think it'll be like bigger,
I
like a bigger screen, or
wouldn't. I
It
wouldn't.
didn't look bigger.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I mean, you could
Yes.
still put it on the port. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're getting a new port too, but like
So my thing,
probably better battery life.
yeah,
Joy-Con.
I want better. I
Joy-Con
want bigger and better Joy Cons.
Knew he was going
You,
there.
you can buy bigger right now.
Really?
Yeah, on Amazon. Yeah,
And they still attach to the system.
yeah, but they're not. They're third party. There's a bunch of them. There's
Really?
like ones with handles and everything. I was
So
watching a video on them.
We were playing Mario Kart at my buddy's in his garage on his Tyler Smar on his projector and his thing, and we were all sharing playing split screen, and literally driving like this. I was like, my hands are cramping.
Especially if it's
Oh
if
my
it's the one
God.
that
It
it's in
is
the
rough.
middle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's what I had.
God.
I had the red one.
Yeah, so the right side. If you get that one, that's terrible.
Oh my god! I was screaming. I was like, we played like 10 races, and I was like, I can't.
Yeah, I can't do it. I wouldn't blame
And
you.
I was winning most of them. I just want to say that, Billy, if you're watching, screw you. No, but
Just got to sneak that in.
it was just so, like I mean, it was made.
I
Just for
couldn't
him.
imagine playing that way.
It was so hard.
Like that's.
I would use the controller, like the regular controller.
We didn't have them, so
Oh,
we
no.
all
I
had
have
to
to
play at
really
the same
salve
time,
it. You
so-
really have to.
I watched a
make
video. I forget that I subscribed to on YouTube, but he was reviewing all the different third-party Switch controllers and,
Yeah.
and Joy Cons, and he said like they don't have the HD Rumble, but they have regular Rumble. So who gives a shit? But
Yeah.
like they had
Oh, wow.
handles and stuff, and like
I
you
would,
get Super
I would-
Nintendo
maybe
ones.
just a little bigger. I'd make it a little bigger.
Yeah.
a little better battery life.
Maybe a little handle, like like come on the back, like this.
I think what they're gonna try to do too, and this is just my conspiracy brain. I still think they're trying to work with the Xbox and do the Xbox thing.
No.
And
Nintendo never does, but
Well, no, they're already in talks. They've been talking for a while. So the thing is, Xbox is working on this server space system game thing, and they're pretty much told like, well, we're building this. Like, we are making the new console, but we are already looking for the future, like this like what Google Stadia is doing, because we have the technology to do it. We have the server base. We have all this, but they're trying to like shop it out to other people too. PlayStation is supposedly interested. Like, so if when PlayStation goes that digital, they're actually using Microsoft architecture, and so is Nintendo. Nintendo wants to work a little better when it comes to like games and stuff. Like, there was a rumor there for a while that Nintendo may look at if they add like an online service, it may be on the Xbox Live architecture, and try to work something out with that. They've already swapped characters where like they let characters go over to Nintendo. Like Banjo-Kazooie went over for
I know, I'm
DLC.
bitter.
So like,
But they were already on Nintendo.
what's that?
They were already on Nintendo.
Well, they were, but
Yeah,
they're
the
not
Rare
owned.
left. That was a big deal when they left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They didn't like each other for a while there.
Yeah. So
I was very upset about losing Banjo-Kazooie.
so I think they're
Will
gonna,
you ever play Halo on Switch? No. Will you ever play Mario on Xbox? No.
Will I?
That's what I mean.
Now,
They
here's my
almost
thing.
never.
Because
they
if that
never let
happens,
go.
then
They
there's
never
no
let
point
that-
to have three systems.
Right.
Well, once again, what I was saying before is Xbox is trying to get you into their marketplace, not onto their new system. They're not like they are making a new system, but their overall goal is to get you in their ecosystem, not to get you on their system. I know people say the console war and stuff, but they're serious. Yeah, we'll have the bigger, faster console. So if you want the more power, you want this, you want that, we have you covered. But we're still making the games for our previous system. If you want to buy the old one as well, if you want the more power, we're here.
Yeah, but are you going to play Zelda on the old Xbox? No.
No.
No,
Never.
that's not going to happen.
But
Yeah.
if for me
And-
anyway,
and
if
you
I'm
shouldn't.
if I'm Microsoft, right, and I'm like, man, I would love to have the
Well, of course you would.
right. I want the handheld. I want to be able to take my
Yeah.
thing and go. And the only thing you can do right now is your phone or a tablet,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if you tell Nintendo, hey, we're willing to help you with this architecture to give you a better online service, and then you can stream your games on a cloud
But I
service,
don't
right?
think they give a shit about that.
You never know. You never know where the future of gaming is going.
This is why they don't give a shit. You can't message someone from one Switch to the other Switch. They don't care.
Nope.
Maybe they're
You
working
can't send a
on a way to
message.
do it.
I mean, should they be able to? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it in the
But you
Nintendo
could do that on
app.
fucking Xbox 360. So it's like it's not this new. We can't figure it out. They can figure it out. They just didn't.
Yeah.
Same with achievements / trophies. They just didn't
I
do it
think they're
'cause
coming.
Yeah.
I think they're coming.
I don't. Maybe in the next system.
I think with the new Switch, where they're adding more processor, more power into it,
Yeah.
where I think the new power in the processor isn't going to not just make your games look and play better and maybe give you a little more fidelity, but I think it's enough space in the system to add a dashboard style
They
to
can do
it.
that right now. You don't need a new system to do that. And if it's a new system, then
Depending
that's Switch 2.
Depending on how much processing power would take to run that dashboard.
Yeah, but it's just achievements. They could have had that. PlayStation 3 had it. Xbox 360
I
had it.
agree, but if your architecture is designed to just push all your tech to your system
Yeah.
and not to like run a third party app, because even a lot of third party apps don't work on the Switch. Like that's why like
Well, they made it that way.
Yeah.
The Nintendo app works, and Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, but I'm saying like how you can't like I think they just added Netflix. Like there's no Hulu. There's like not like all
Yes,
those.
there is.
They did add that.
Yeah, WD Network. It's all in there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I see. For a while there, they were having the problem with third party
when
apps.
they first started, they didn't have
Yeah.
anything. You couldn't even get Netflix day one, I don't think.
Yeah,
But
no.
then you could.
So I
'cause
thought a
watch
lot of
Hulu
it
on
was
there.
just the
You
way
watch
they
YouTube on
designed their system, where it was like we're not really worried
What,
about
on
the apps.
the fucking Switch?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
okay.
I watch YouTube today on there.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew
Wow.
YouTube was on there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Hulu and
yeah,
Netflix
Hulu's
are on there.
on there.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I didn't know about Hulu and Netflix either, but it always says Andy,
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
really?
Netflix,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh,
Or
I just,
Octopath Traveler.
Yes,
I-
that's
I
what
could
I always
just-
see. YouTube
I
and
could just see them
Octopath.
working possibly
No.
in some form or fashion.
Pepsi and Coke ain't gonna make a soda together. Nintendo Switch ain't gonna make a game together. Or if it is, then it's its own thing.
Nintendo
I don't think they'll
has
make-
always been.
I don't think they'll make a
against
game together, but
partnerships.
I think that that's the point where because they were the first ones to step in and say, oh, you want to do crossplay? I mean, obviously we can't do half the crossplay because our system's not capable
Yeah,
for
and
it.
different games.
But
Yeah.
Minecraft is a big seller in our system. We
Yeah.
love for our players on Nintendo to play with. You know what I mean?
Maybe stuff like that, but like,
That's a good first step.
but you will never play Mario on an Xbox.
Oh,
ever,
no.
ever.
It was
I-
a big deal that they even put it on the phones
Yeah.
for
And you
that
will
Mario
never be,
game.
I
I
will
don't-
never be Master Chief
I
on a
don't.
Nintendo
I don't.
system.
I'm not saying that you will play like you won't be able to put a game in the system and play
Yeah.
it. But I think when it comes to the point where you can stream services,
You will never be able to stream a Mario game on an
I don't know.
Xbox ever.
Not on
Nintendo.
I agree
Xbox.
with Andy. Yeah.
Ever.
All
Been
right,
playing
I gotta
Nintendo
throw
my
my
whole
hat in
life.
the ring here. Nintendo is really sacred ground. They're very protective.
They
I'm
really
not
are.
saying you're
Their
going to
whole
put your
life.
Yeah.
Xbox controller on. I'm just saying the architecture built for the future of gaming when it comes to streaming is going. Nintendo's going to play ball with Xbox. Do I say like when you turn your Xbox on, you're going to be able to play Mario? No, but I think they're going to come to agreement with certain things.
Well, maybe they'll do that, but let's say they pay them right for
Mhm.
the main. Then it will be like, okay, we're gonna pay you and we're gonna take that, but that's it.
Yeah, but I mean that's a great first step.
But then they won't. They still will not. The two worlds will never touch.
Think,
No, they
I think when it
won't.
comes to exclusives, that's never going to happen. But I do think where you're going to see things like maybe like, I honestly think if they're making a Banjo-Kazooie game,
Mm-hmm.
I honestly can see Xbox saying we'll throw it over to Nintendo as well.
But then it will
They
but then
already did it with
it's-
Ori and the Will. Ori is an exclusive game for Xbox.
Yeah.
And they said, you know what, this game is beautiful and it's a great side scroller game. This would play amazing and it would be a huge hit on the Switch.
Why didn't
and
they set it for PlayStation
and
then,
they
too?
ported it over because they're working better with Nintendo.
But I'm saying if you're saying this game is so great, people have to play it. Why
Because
would you
it's-
put it
it's-
everywhere?
Because it's a good handheld game. It's good for the. It's
Then
good
why
for
is it on the
console.
Xbox?
It is on the Xbox, but it also
If
works
it's a
well.
good handheld game.
What I'm saying is they made an exclusive game and gave it to another competitor
I know,
system.
but I'm saying like
so you're saying that they will never work together on games, but they are right now.
yeah,
well,
but
Xbox
not,
might, but not Nintendo.
So
Yeah.
Dave said about did Nintendo get burned by Sony? It was kind of like a.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
they
just
did.
more
100%.
like more
they
like a
did.
disagreement. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
had the actual disc drive out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not out, but like they made.
They
Yeah.
had like how
Final
many
Fantasy
prototypes?
VII was
yeah.
going to be on whatever that was.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they're so weird with sharing with
Yeah.
other companies now.
They got hurt there.
Again, Nintendo is sacred ground.
They
They
are.
really keep it. You know, they really try and keep things tight.
Well, I think what Xbox is breaking bread, how you would like to say, where you send them a couple beers and be like, "Hey, you want to work together?" And they're like,
no,
not
it's
sure
cracking bread.
yet."
There's a difference.
Whatever. But I'm just saying, for Xbox to already throw a couple titles over their way, I can see. I'm not saying Mario, but I'm saying in the future they may work together on some stuff. It's just my opinion. I think.
You're allowed to have it.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope.
That would be really tough. I gotta admit that it has to be. It's pretty tough for them to do that. They have to blow the socks off of Nintendo in order Nintendo to be like, okay.
But, like-
Nintendo has trust
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though,
Yes.
you really have to really go above and beyond. Like you literally gotta give them like the holy grail, the fucking fountain of youth, with fountain of youth water and everything else. Then too, with the superstitions and all,
Yeah, and that
and a VIP experience with the Mothman. That would be like what
What?
Nintendo would do.
Where are we going
and
here?
the dessert the Greek gods used to give to people for immortal life.
And look, I got her on my.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you
I
lost
know
me
what you're
too.
saying. I know what you're
I'm glad, I'm
saying.
glad you're on his wavelength.
I
there.
understand what he's saying.
All right, let's.
You got to do a lot for Nintendo. That's the
That's the
basis.
point, yes.
That's the
and,
huge
and I,
basis.
and I think Xbox has a lot to bring to the table to start the offering.
minimum
chips.
of 5 requirements for
understand
Nintendo.
that.
But why
to
do you
be
want
like,
them to work together?
Because he loves Xbox and
No,
Nintendo.
I think it'd be cool if I can if Xbox like, the things I want for Nintendo is like the online. I want better online. I want messaging. I want achievements.
Yeah.
So if Xbox is building an architecture and says, "Hey, we're willing to let that architecture go somewhere else to make your system better," that would fucking blow Switch out of the water for me. Like that would make it a
your Switch needs better online. Yeah,
I'm not saying I want Mario on the Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want Master Chief on the Switch.
You just want some games that Microsoft has on their platform to go on Nintendo, not exclusives to the actual system itself.
So say if they made Game Pass, right?
Okay.
And they say, "Oh, listen, Game Pass is a subscription thing that we want to share with people." But obviously, when it comes to, certain games like the Xbox exclusive, that's what makes it separate for thing.
Right.
If Switch had something like Game Pass, or like all those side scroller awesome beat 'em ups and all those like games,
well, they have the Nintendo and Super Nintendo games.
but I'm saying with newer title ones, like the ones that are like the Kerrigan and the Streets of Rage 4 and River City Girls and all that stuff that's on the Xbox for free.
Yeah.
If that type of services, because Xbox is showing game developers that we're making a great profit on this, we can teach you how to do this as well or work together with you.
Oh, the model. I got
I would.
you.
I think that's a good thing.
You're more
I'm pro
geared
consumer.
towards. You're geared towards the model that Nintendo should adopt and make it a lot easier for.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's not.
Now you're making sense. Now you're making sense.
All right,
No,
so-
I'm not even making sense.
So we have some
I'm not even making
sodas, actually some
sentences.
waters. We're gonna quick crack here. Take a quick break.
Okay.
So Ben picked these up a while ago. These are from Boneyard Elixir. Where did you pick these up?
I got them from a buddy from California. He was in Pennsylvania for a month or so, and he's like, "Here, take a whole bunch of these and try them on your show." And I'm like, "Okay."
So what is it? Water?
It's
Is it
CBD water.
Yeah, it's sparkling water.
It's
Oh,
like
so it's
sparkling
sparkling water.
CBD water.
Ugh. So it's CBD. It's CBD,
It's CBD infused.
LaCroix.
Yeah.
It's CBD infused. Yeah. It smells fantastic. I'm not gonna lie.
All sparkling waters smell great, and they don't taste great. So
That's
what
right.
flavor is this?
This is
is
lemon
lemon.
ginger.
Oh, ugh.
Ooh.
I don't get the ginger at all. It smells like lemon lime.
It's not
It
bad.
doesn't really smell much like anything, I think. It's a very clean smell.
I like it.
That's a good one. I really like it. Andy.
It tastes like a Sprite that
Like
only
a
got-
flat Sprite.
Yeah, flat Sprite. Yeah.
Hey, would you rather it taste like dog shit?
No, but then I would.
There you go. There you
But-
go.
But if my choice is a flat Sprite or shit, like
Alright, so-
who would pick shit?
I'm sure somebody would, just to be different.
He's really getting into it.
Or if your- if your
Anybody
choi-
in the chat, would you choose that?
if your choice is a flat Sprite, shit, or a regular Sprite, which would you pick?
Regular Sprite, please.
Yes.
Real quick. I normally don't like the taste of sparkling water.
me either.
I don't
but
like
I think this is
sparkling water.
better.
It's all right.
It's not. It doesn't have the as much bubbly to it.
No, and it doesn't have a real like stale taste. Like
It kind of reminds me of like really a soda. This is like a soda,
Yeah.
a flat soda, but
I
it's
tell you
just
what it's like when you
carbonated.
get the fountain soda and it's almost out of syrup
Yeah.
and there's
Yeah.
only a little bit of syrup
Yep.
left.
It tastes like the bottom
Steve,
end of
Steve
a.
would probably like this because he likes them. sparkling
Yeah.
Oh,
drinks.
he does. Yeah, Mark would
We,
probably like it too. They both
It's
drink
not
it.
offensively bad, like bubbly. Bubbly's horrible, but I
Don't tell
know,
that to
don't think it's
Mark.
good.
He
Yeah.
loves it.
All right, here's our next one.
the orange.
Passion orange.
That
This
sounds
is actually
better.
this is actually
Passion
a decent
orange.
one too.
Why is there a skull and crossbones on the back?
It's marketing, man.
It's
That sounds
CBD.
horrible.
Oh, I didn't even drink
Do,
this.
do you
I'm
want to drink
struggling.
that if there's a skull and crossbones on it? Just joking. I'm just joking.
It
Drink
makes you
with caution.
It's like I'm a badass.
Oh,
I'm
is
drinking
that what it-
sparkling water. but I'm-
Badass sparkling water.
I thought I was getting spit on.
I'm just gonna assume this tastes like
No, I'm pretty good.
like an orange soda that's almost kicked.
Oh my god.
You would not be wrong.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
That's how all sparkling water is. It's just like a.
It has a little bit of the passion fruit to it, so I'm not a huge orange flavor. But once again, I think this is good though. I would drink this.
Now this one smells much better.
Yeah.
it
No,
smells.
that's good. I'm
it's-
gonna,
it smells that
I'm
way.
gonna give him a sniff.
Take a whiff.
I don't mind it.
Oh,
Yeah.
this one does smell good, even though
There's
it
a
has,
cola one in there
poison
too.
on it.
Hopefully, I have a cola
So-
in there.
Give
This is
one a
horrible.
sniff. Wait, what's horrible?
So that one at least tastes like Sprite. This just tastes like bad water, dirty
Wait,
water.
which one?
The orange one.
Oh, you don't like the orange, even
I like
though
it.
it smells good.
Yeah, it smells good. It tastes bad. It's almost like
Oh, they both smell good.
if you had a glass of sparkling water and you dropped one orange Tic Tac in it and then took it out
I can get that.
and then you mixed it. Oh, that's what you.
funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So-
I'd say don't give me a drink. Hey, can I have something to drink? We only have sparkling water. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. No thanks.
Wanna try
I'll
it?
just die of
Okay.
thirst.
This
No.
one's King Cola.
Oh, so maybe now is this a?
That's
maybe
the same
oh, it
one.
is a sparkling beverage. I was
Yep.
like, maybe it is cola.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, they all have the skull and crossbones.
It looks like soda. It smells like cola. Let's see.
It tastes like flat Coke, but I don't hate it.
It tastes like a
Yeah,
Diet Coke.
it does. Yeah.
It tastes like a Diet Coke.
This one is the best so
Yeah,
far.
I think the cola is really good.
Yeah.
And now, can you buy these locally, or are these only in Cali?
Well, I think you could probably get them online. They had like 3 cases of them at the one place that he brought along from California. It's like, oh, have some. I'm like, okay, and that's it. So try them on your show, and it's like
Now listen,
2
we didn't
months
do
later.
we didn't do these very fresh. Yeah, they're not very
2
fresh.
months later.
Well, maybe they'd be better if it was fresh.
It's probably limited flavor.
There's a little bit of like the cola has like a little bit of like a peppermint almost to it, like a spice to it,
Experiment or something.
like a spearmint or like a cinnamon or something.
I
Maybe
thought
it's
I
that's
smelled it.
like the cinnamon, because usually cola has a little bit of some spices in it. So
All right, we got 3 more to try.
Oh my!
Jeebus.
Oh,
Actually,
Jesus.
we have a different one to try. We have
One's
2
a
more.
hop tea, black tea.
Yeah, so this one here I actually got from
Wow.
my beer box. So this is tea made with
Hops.
beer hops.
Okay,
Can
so
I drink these?
These are CBD. No, this one you can try.
Okay.
so it says that there's caramel color, obviously, cane sugar, coconut oil, caffeine, hemp extract. So that's in the cola. The cola wasn't bad.
All right.
I would definitely get a case of cola just to have something to drink. You know, just sparkling. I'm into the sparkling.
How much
water
do these
thing.
cost? You know?
No,
roughly?
they gave them to me for free. They're like, hey, try them on your show. I'm like, okay.
Oh, because Boyer's has a CBD water
This
and
is
iced
mixed
tea.
berry Eclipse sparkling water.
Okay, now what is this? Is it alcoholic one? Because you
Nope.
say you got your oh.
No, these are just
these
the
are
same-
just pounder cans.
Okay, so it's again sparkling
No
water.
booze, just pounder cans.
Let's see here.
When you
as I
say
dump it.
powder, what?
Sorry,
why is it
Howard.
powder?
16
Howard's
ounce
turn on the mic. I
cans.
burped.
Robin.
Robin.
Ugh.
No.
It's nothing. It tastes like bland sparkling water.
So no berry.
Yeah, there's no berry at all. Nothing.
Let me give this one a smell.
Yeah.
If that drink was personality and personality is spice, that'd be flour.
It'd be a poly. It smells fantastic.
It
It does smell good.
But wait until you taste it.
Why do they smell good but taste bad?
See, that's more of a sparkling water taste to me.
Yeah.
Like these ones don't have the same thing as that.
Yeah, the
Where it
lemon.
has like bubbly on your tongue.
Yeah. The lemon, or the I think maybe
The
more
lemon
so
ginger.
The orange kind of a little bit. The lemon had more of a flavor. But that's awful. I don't get it.
So for a
don't
4-pack of this is
Of the skulls.
is $12 for a 4-pack.
Wow, yeah, they're expensive.
Ooh, that's
and
expensive.
$60 for a 24-pack.
Whoa.
60 for
Now-
Wow.
flavor, partially flavored.
I
I think
CBD.
you're paying
Yeah.
for the CBD.
Oh, for the CBD.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's
I
waters,
got 'em for free.
CBD waters that
There
are
you
like
go.
$3
That's crazy.
for like a little water.
The
Well-
second taste had more flavor to it for me, but it's still that's more of the sparkling water.
Maybe you just need to give them a good like swirl,
Yeah, maybe
beer.
maybe the
Give 'em
flavor's at
all
the
the bottom
bottom.
cans.
Yeah, shake them up, but then don't open it.
Maybe it's like Agents of the Shield. You got to drink half the can before it gets good.
This one is cucumber mint.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
Not even gonna try it.
No,
No, I wouldn't either. Tastes.
I'll
That,
smell it.
It smells like spearmint gum.
Does it?
Yeah.
that reminds me of when I had to bartend and make mojitos for the first time, and we had to try
it's
it.
a very fresh, clean smell.
Yeah.
But
Bunnies across a field.
I'll try this.
Bunnies running across a field.
This is gonna be awful.
That's how we
So even-
describe
It tastes
it.
more cucumber.
Even
in
if this
that.
was 100% flavor, it would be awful.
I don't want to
I
tell you what
wanna
I
smell it.
taste.
It's like ABC gum.
Oh, it's fucking straight cucumber.
It doesn't smell good. Well, it
ta-
does smell like
It
cucumber.
tastes like toothpaste.
I think it tastes like ABC.
Oh,
don't
if you
like
drink
it.
Yeah.
I don't even
if
like
you
the
drink
smell.
diluted mouthwash.
Because a mini like cucumber flavored toothpaste.
Ew.
Speaking of cucumbers, let's try that pickle soda. But that's great.
Bust it out. Let's bust it out.
Yeah, bust it out.
It's horrible.
Man, we're having a ball tonight. It's
Didn't
fun.
you say there was one I could try?
We are. Yeah.
Oh, the hop tea.
Okay.
In a little bit.
All right.
Well, I'll bust it out right here.
You can do that now.
For the
Oh, look-
pickles, because I
oh,
don't like
baby,
pickles. I'm
look
going
at
to try
that.
the pickles, but I don't like pickles. Oh, so I won't like the
All right, you
soda.
can crack that. So I got this in my beer box, and this is it's tea, but it's made with beer hops, and it's like supposed to taste like a black IPA, I guess.
But it's not alcoholic.
Nope.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they don't send any alcoholic products.
Simcoe and Citra. Tea black. 70 milligrams of caffeine. So,
Ooh.
let's see here. Oh. Hoppiness level. Wee bit, kind of quite. We're at the really with that, and then whoa is the top.
Do you think it will smell like cat piss like some of them real strong ones?
Simcoe.
It might taste like cat piss.
Oh, taste.
Ugh.
Sometimes a cat pee smell beer, you know it's gonna be delicious.
That does not
whoa,
sound
whoa,
good.
whoa,
That
watch
does not sound good
No,
at
it
all.
doesn't.
And I don't like.
You know it's a beer, baby. It bites you. It bites back at you.
So this is a non-alcoholic
Yes.
beer.
It's a non-alcoholic
Is it-
tea.
Okay.
Oh.
It's gonna smell
tea.
like beer.
It's tea made with beer hops, but there's no alcohol in it.
But
Oh.
it's carbonated.
Yes.
That's weird.
That smells just like a beer.
Love it.
Yeah.
I smell a little bit of iced tea and a little bit of beer.
Oh wow,
I smell a little bit of both.
that tastes
up
like an
in here.
unsweetened black tea.
Yeah. Doesn't
Oh,
taste
I
like a
love
beer.
iced tea.
It tastes like tea.
It does smell like a beer. I guess that's the
tastes-
hops, right?
Yep. It tastes like tea.
Oh, this is good.
It smells like one of your craft beers.
Just something. It's just something totally
This tastes
different.
good though.
I'm gonna get a little bit of that. I
It
like that.
tastes like cold tea, like a tea bag.
It does, yeah. And I love iced tea.
No.
You don't like
No?
it? Well, you don't.
And he's just
yeah.
like, nope.
Don't taste like a cold tea bag.
What do you think it,
It tastes like a real weak beer.
I don't taste
I don't
that.
get any beer.
Mm-mm.
I get the black tea bags.
Very little up front, but
Oh.
it's like somebody like had to really squeeze out the last bit of tea out of the
That's
tea bag,
awful.
and somebody put it in.
So
That is not good.
I feel
Alright.
like one sip is tea and one sip is beer. Like that last sip I took was beer.
It tastes like one of your fancy beers, but they said this is the summer special where we threw iced tea leaves in, and then we threw something else in, and then you only taste a little tiny bit.
I had a
but
peach
No.
tea beer, and it was supposed to
good?
taste like peach, like the tea bags. It was close, but it wasn't as much as I wanted it to be.
but I think if you like beer, you would like this. It's like Ben.
See, I as
you
a,
like this?
as a beer drinker and
Yeah.
also a tea drinker, I get more tea than I get beer.
Oh, okay.
I do too.
I taste the
It's
hops.
very faint with like the beer, but mostly it's like that 80-20, 20% beer, but mostly tea.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
yeah.
I don't even like beer.
I enjoy it. I would like to try more different flavors of that.
Yeah,
Is that
definitely.
just what's the flavor? Just iced tea, like hoppy tea.
Yeah, they just make hop tea.
Okay.
Yep. All right, let's try some.
So now we got Lester Fixins. He makes horrible soda.
Lester Vixen.
That's what-
Pickle flavored soda.
Here we go.
I want to take a picture.
Damn it, Andy! Don't shake it up. It'll blow up.
No, the pickles don't get do they?
Pickle flavored soda, ladies and gentlemen. This is the shit
Oh,
we
it's
do.
gonna be horrible.
He had
Which
one.
is-
He had one the other day called Swamp Juice. He did on Not Cool. He did on Truth Behind Illusion.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it looked terrible, but it was fruit flavor.
Look at
Yeah.
So it was like a fruit.
Oh, why didn't you bring that one today?
I have kitty piss.
Yeah, I don't know. They had both, I believe, on Spyro. Yeah, Spyro is an exclusive though. And then she said, my mom said, leave it to Ben, but I don't know what she meant by
I
that.
think we were talking about
Spyro-
the soda, the CBD stuff.
Spyro's
or like,
on
or like
everything
the
now. I
unique
think
flavored.
Yeah, Spyro's
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. Yeah. So is
this smells like
so is
straight pickles.
Crash.
Is there a Crash on everything
I
now?
believe so. Yeah, it's on Nintendo and
Is it on Switch?
I believe
Crash?
It's
I thought it was.
the
I know
new
Crash
PlayStation.
Racing is.
I think Crash is on Switch too.
I don't know if it is. I know it's on Xbox, right?
That would be a huge get if they actually.
I don't
That
know.
I don't know.
Switch has
I didn't
it.
think Nintendo had that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Crash
no to.
Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy on the Nintendo
Oh,
Switch,
wow. How about
Wow,
that?
that's a big deal.
and then Crash Racing
Yeah, I
on
know
Nintendo
Crash.
Switch as
okay,
well.
Try some. Smell it first. So this is pickles. So it smells like pickles.
Oh, 100. Whew.
I hate
Maybe
pickles.
what if
just
it's
so
just
we all
pickle
know.
juice? It's just pickle juice, carbonated
Oh, she
pickle
said
juice.
when Ben said it tastes like shit.
No,
Oh
he
well,
said-
he's just being honest.
he was saying, if would
Would-
you rather a
Would
flat
you rather
Sprite or shit?
Or
Well,
flat, yeah, that's flat Sprite.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be like, please hand me the shit.
I think I'd rather drink this ice beer.
it's sweet pickles. It's bread and
Um,
butter pickles, but more sugar.
Is it like pickle juice?
I
Oh,
guess.
it's bread and butter pickle.
Well, you
bread
know-
and butter, yeah.
Oh, I'm not excited about this.
Son of a bitch.
Well, no, it's
hate it.
not bread and butter. It's dill flavor, but sweet.
I
Like
hate pickles.
it's like you mix them both
You mean
together.
like a sweet dill?
Yeah, if it makes any sense.
It's all right. It's okay.
I'm just gonna put a
I
small.
probably wouldn't drink a whole bottle.
Who makes this?
See, I don't know how much-
Lester Fixins.
I don't know how much of this is cross contamination, but I still get like a mint, almost like a mint.
I think you really
Yeah,
cross-contaminated
yeah,
big
yeah.
time.
I'm not getting no mint. I'm getting sweet, like the cane sugar, and a little bit of pickle
Could you
juice.
could you drink that whole bottle?
I don't know. Maybe.
that would be tough.
I have some friends
Maybe
who
I'll
really
start
like it.
taking wax on it.
I mean, put it,
It
this
isn't
way.
awful.
I don't. I'm gonna finish this Dixie cup, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'll tell you
Nope.
what I would probably do. Like,
That's a no for me.
I drink pickle juice,
I'm gonna put
but
it-
that's a little.
I'm gonna put
that's
it down
like,
here.
whoa. To me, I'm like, whoa.
It's because we have so many books and stuff on the table. I don't want
it's
anything to
weird.
get spilled on.
Scale 1 to 10, I'll give it a 5. 5 for the ambition, but the sweetness just kills it for me. If it was a less sweetened,
Okay, if it was,
if it was just
Well,
a little pickled, like if it was
that's
just
the cane
carbonated
sugar,
pickle
yeah.
juice, oh, I think I'd be right there.
a lot of times his sodas are awful.
All right, we're through that segment. Let's
Well,
talk,
I'm not. I'm still reliving it.
let's talk about what we're into. If we watch anything, keep it to like 1 or 2 things. Looking at you, Ben.
Oh, cut it out. you.
I'll start mine quick.
Okay.
I didn't really watch anything, to be honest. Nothing. And if I did, I don't remember it. But I finally finished playing Ghost Recon Breaking Point.
Oh, was that the one that was broken but then they fixed?
Yeah, it's still not awesome. I mean, it got me through.
Better?
It was a better game, but it still wasn't as enjoyable as I thought Wildlands was. If you do want to hang out, I know right now if you're watching this on Twitch, this is where I stream the video games as well. I do stream the video games on the IWEP network page for Facebook. I was doing it on Not Cool in High School. I may switch that back. I may put the video game streams on this Facebook page as well as YouTube. But so what I'm going to do is I just streamed Breakpoint, which is I played it on Xbox. Tomorrow I don't have really anything going on. At least I don't think so. I have to look at my calendar. I may have an interview, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to stream. I'm going to start playing God of War. So not only am I going to review, like not review, but talk about God of War, but I'm also going to put my entire gameplay experience on Twitch so you guys can watch along with me. And then once I finish God of War, then I'm going to work on
stream the same way you do with Xbox?
Yep.
It works?
And then
Oh,
I'm going to
that's
stream
cool.
a Nintendo game. And then once I'm done with the Nintendo, then I'm going to go play an Xbox game
Oh, so
and
you're
a
going to
PlayStation.
go like one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to do that a little bit. So the next game you're going to see me working on is going to be God of War 4. I will talk a little bit about it on the show, but for the most part, it's going to be live on the streams. And then another thing too is what we're going to do on the show is if we watch stuff or play stuff, we're going to be posting it on the page as well, so you guys can see our takes. But also with the group page, you are more than welcome to put your own reviews on. If you watch some movie and you're like, man, I really want these guys to see it or talk about it, make a post and let us know about it. And then the other game I played, and maybe everyone else can chime in on this one, is the Avengers demo.
I didn't play that.
Did you play it yet?
No, because you have
Have
to pre-order to play it, right?
No, it's a free demo on Xbox at least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't
have Xbox.
I didn't even look. It's not on
I
Switch.
I believe it's on PlayStation for free as well.
It might be. I didn't
Yeah.
check.
Oh, I don't know how to check on PlayStation.
I get a little funny with demos because I'm like, I want to play the game. Oh, I can't.
Yeah. So I'll give my take on it. So the very first thing you do is it's very cinematic. It's very if the best way to describe it, like when it comes to cinematic wise, it's very what was the game?
Metal Gear?
Metal Gear 3. Remember Metal Gear was like walk,
Yeah,
cutscene,
yeah.
walk,
It was-
walk,
it was
cutscene.
almost too much.
Oh, 4.
Yeah.
Metal Gear
4.
Solid 4. It was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Yeah,
So-
it was real bad.
So it's like you fight a section of the game, and then you're watching it. But instead of watching it, they throw the God of War trick in there, where you're watching, like, just for example, Black Widow is on Taskmaster's back, and he's flying you all around the Golden Gate Bridge, and she's just hanging on his back. And then every now and then you hit X when it prompts you,
okay, yeah.
and it punches him in the head. So it's a lot of like linear. This is just the beginning. I'm not judging the whole game on it, but it's very linear path.
Yeah.
And then right when you feel like you're getting to a pivotal point, they hit you with a cutscene, and then you button prompt your way through it.
Oh boy. I know. I figured it's
not
gonna
mine.
be. It's levels, so I think the whole game's like that.
It looks very appealing, right? So like from a cinematic game standpoint, it's beautiful. It looks awesome. Some of the things about the characters, things like the Hulk, like at one point I'm picking up tanks and throwing them, but then like a soldier walks up to me with a normal gun, and I punch him, and I have to hit him 3 times as the Hulk to finish him off.
Yeah, the
And I'm
Hulk's
like, yeah, I mean,
You
like,
should be flying.
so like there's certain aspects where certain characters don't feel like they're superheroes in certain aspects, like, or they come out with this like shield. Now then they kind of explain that these guys are kind of all developed as superheroes themselves, so they kind of get into that, which explains it.
Which
Okay.
It's for game balance.
Exactly. But just the style of that alone, where it's even with God of War, where it's like really it's 2 or 3 buttons. And you kind of button mash or sequence them together to do certain things, and then it's like, oh, you got really close to finishing the big boss. Now you jump on its back, and then it's button prompts to finish the big boss.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see how that would carry over when you're playing with later in the game when now more people. So it's like a tutorial to let you know what the characters are like. But then when the game opens up and lets more players jump in, I think it's 2 players only at a time. But I'm curious to see how they're gonna do those like prompts.
It'll probably be you're both doing the same thing and you go back and forth.
Yeah, it's gonna be curious. I'm gonna be
They
curious.
don't have them at all.
Going to be curious to see how it plays
Yeah.
out. It's not like I'm not saying I hate it, but it's just not my style of game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more like when you're playing a game, I want to be in control of it. I don't want to work my ass off to get all the way up to the end of when you kill the boss, and then I'm just pretty much watching a movie.
And then you miss
and
a button and like, oh.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're good tricks to make the game look more visually appealing,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, look how amazing it looks. But like Billy said, he played it on. I think he said he played it on PS4. But now it wasn't PS4 Pro, I don't think either. But and I played it on Xbox Series X, and it looked like at some points in time the game was struggling to play.
Really?
Yeah,
Like lagging.
yeah, like when the Hulk would wall crawl, it would be like
Yeah,
it would,
oh
like-
boy.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's for me anyway, just from playing the demo, it may be a game. It won't be a day one for me.
Yeah, you're gonna wait.
It'll be a game. I'll probably wait till it hits on
I think
sale.
I might wait because like it might look cool and it's cool, but like what if it gets like a 5 or a 6? And
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, and you spend $60 on a game.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
hell.
the buffet table style thing they're doing, where like Verizon has their own skins if you're a Verizon
No,
customer, and
that's-
Sprint has their own skins. So if you're a Sprint
Oh.
customer, you get a Sprint Captain
I
America.
don't want a
That's
sprint.
weird.
I just don't like that practice in games.
I don't like
and
that.
I know I did a whole complaint about the Spider-Man thing,
Yeah.
but it's like I don't make a game for every system. And I know it was done in the past, and I wasn't a fan. Like it didn't really bother me that much then because online gaming wasn't huge and it wasn't something that like everyone was interacting with each other. But I feel like gaming is getting so close to being so pro-consumer now, where they're
Yeah.
thinking about us as the consumer first. And they're trying to let everyone play together, especially if they're third-party games, where we can all play up. Like, you're on PlayStation, I'm on Xbox. We both have Call of Duty. Let's play together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want that to be a thing. But when you take a game and you're just trying to get cash grubs because you're like, this company will give us more money to make
yeah,
something
that's-
exclusive, it's just gonna. It starts a tit for tat. So if PlayStation turns around and goes, oh, we're gonna buy these 3 games, and then Xbox is like, okay, we could do the same thing, and then the only thing that does is it fucks us as consumers.
It does. Yeah.
And I think it's a really.
Piss poor practice.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
I'm not a fan of it.
I don't want Sprint and AT&T outfits for the characters though.
Yeah.
You sure?
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Don't
I just
wanna
want outfits they've had in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if it's new characters, then make stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's
But
a,
like,
it's
I
a
don't-
very dangerous line.
What's next? Like Budweiser, Captain America? I'm like,
Who knows?
yeah.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
Icebreakers I
That's
just
dumb.
ate.
It's just pretty much saying if you're willing to throw enough money at the game.
Yeah,
they'll-
and there's the Doritos Hulk. You know, he has Doritos on his shorts. Like, I don't
Get
know.
some,
Doritos.
his
some,
fingers are all
great
yellow
value.
from Cheetos. He has
Like-
Cheetos Hulk, or he's like,
It's like Wayne's World when Wayne's has or Garth has all the Pepsi stuff around him.
Yes.
It's like I would never show for something like,
I would Get your never Yeti. sell out.
and it is the choice of a new generation.
oh, that wasn't good at all.
If anybody wants a mint, let me know. Get rid of that pickle.
Hey, my beer tastes like shit.
Yeah, the pickle is it's
thank
out
you.
there.
Yeah, you're
Ben,
welcome. I didn't want to interrupt anybody before, but had to get a mint.
What are you into at this point?
Well, I watched. I'm watching the documentary High Score, and I got through the first 2 episodes of the documentary.
I was watching that too. First
Yeah.
2 episodes.
I did not know some things about it. Kind of stuff like refreshed me a little bit. Like we were talking about earlier about the first African American that made cartridge-based games,
He
which is pretty
invented it.
wild. That was pretty cool. Not gonna lie, Channel 7 was the console that was the first cartridge-based system, and
Yeah.
I really appreciate that guy. You know what I mean, for the segment. They actually gave him a segment into that.
Wish they would have did a little more, but
Yeah.
And then what is it? Just a general video game documentary?
So
It talks about between like in the 70s, like when Atari first started, and then the video game crash, and then the rise of it again,
Okay.
and then like in between there, then too.
it's like taking the history of video games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a whole book about it too.
And the episode I'm on, they're not even talking about video games anymore. They're talking about Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah.
Oh,
that
so-
would be the
so-
third one that you're on.
Oh, so they do different things like Toys
Yeah.
That Made Us.
It's cool. But how he was going back to that the Channel 7, right?
Yeah, Channel 7 was the
Pretty
first
much
one.
this African American gentleman who is kind of like the unsung hero. Like he developed what we now have as a console
cartridge-
gaming.
Yeah, cartridge-based games.
Yeah,
and,
where you can take a game and put the new game
Yeah.
in and put it into your TV and play it. He invented the first one.
Oh.
And as soon as his idea went out, then every other major
Took it,
company
yeah.
Atari
kind of
and
was
all,
just like,
yeah.
oh, well, that's a possible. And then they just pretty much made his idea but had a bigger budget. Instead of bringing him in or giving him credit as
stole
being,
it.
they pretty much swiped it from underneath his feet.
Yeah.
And he was at the point where he was making like arcade cabinets and helping make arcade cabinets. He's like, well, how can we bring the arcade home? So he pretty much made that a thing. And then once Atari and everybody else came in, he just kind of like completely
Oh, wow.
vanished.
And talking about
Poor guy.
booted games then too, with those other guys that were MIT people, just
Yeah.
updating those games like Missile
Oh.
Command and all. That was really wild.
They were taking games and making them better.
Yeah.
And then they were getting copyright hit.
Really?
Yeah,
So they-
Atari freaking nailing them. And then they're like
They-
two things.
Oh, go ahead.
Two things. One, you can work for us, and then two, I forget what the second thing was, but it was something along those lines where instead of getting nailed with a $5 million lawsuit, they ended up working for Atari and helping them build
That's good. That's
these,
like
these games. I'm like,
You know what their
why-
biggest
why
game
wouldn't
was?
you?
Pac-Man.
Miss Pac-Man.
Oh, Miss Pat. Wow.
Miss
I
Pac-Man.
was
Yeah,
close.
Midway came out with that. 'Cause,
Yep.
yeah.
They created Miss Pac-Man because they took Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And they're like, people were learning how to beat the game by doing the patterns.
Okay. Yeah.
And Miss Pac-Man's like, no. We're going to go in there and rewrite the AI so that it's never the same game twice.
Yeah.
It's always randomized.
And it's all randomized. So they pretty much took the idea of Pac-Man and made it better.
Yeah. That sounds good.
They talked about the guy who made the E.T. game.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. They talked about
guy. Poor guy.
He had, what was it, a month and a half or 2 months?
it was like 5 weeks.
Wow.
5 weeks.
He had to make a game from scratch. And then he took the idea to Spielberg.
Yeah.
And Spielberg was like, can you just make it like Pac-Man? He's like,
yeah, pretty
What a
much.
bummer.
and then he said, dude, I coded all day long.
Ugh.
Like for 5, like he said, I had no time to do it. And then I put it out,
Yeah.
and then it just was like,
Piece of shit.
yeah.
Yeah, and then they get into a little bit of 1978. Space Invaders was the first arcade game that came out. That was pretty wild.
Video game tournament.
Video game tournament with Space Invaders 2, which is pretty cool.
And they had the lady the girl who won it.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Then they had the Nintendo 1990 tournament competition
Okay,
with
yeah.
the special cartridges, and they had the winner from that on there as well. And I was telling Andy about John Kirby, which helped Nintendo fight the lawsuit against Universal, how Donkey Kong and King Kong were... Nintendo stole King Kong and made it Donkey Kong, but realistically they didn't. So they ended up winning the lawsuit. And the coolest thing, Kirby was named after this bald guy named John Kirby, and he actually died last year.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really cool video game history stories in there.
Yeah.
So if you're into that, check it out. It's called
High Score.
High Score. It's on
High Score.
Netflix.
And then I watched just Zoids, the newest one, Zoids Unleashed. It's another anime. Yeah, I know. But it actually deals with like robotic animals. And this iteration, they have like 4 iterations. This is like their 4th or 5th. And basically the kid wants to capture a Zoid for his own and control it. And so, lo and behold, he runs into a whole bunch of ruffians, and he's just like, they're like, oh, we want to steal that Liger, because that's like the main character. It's a Liger, yeah. And
Napoleon Dynamite.
it was really cool because the protagonist always
Yeah, I was gonna say, kind of sounds like Pokemon.
It sounds exactly like Pokemon.
kind of, but no. What they do is what he does is
remember that?
he tries to befriend the Liger, and here they get him in a tight situation, so they both bond together, and they're like best friends. And
It
it's
sounds like Ash
yeah.
and Pikachu.
It
yeah.
does. I think
does.
they ripped them off.
I think
No,
they
Zoids
lost.
has been around since like the 80s, late 80s, early 90s.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that's a little bit of a gem if you get into that.
Where do you watch your anime?
I watch it on Netflix. I go usually Netflix, Verve.
From what I heard, Netflix has really stepped up their anime game.
They have.
Yeah,
Wow.
they really. I wouldn't be too surprised if they actually bought Crunchyroll because
Well,
with
Crunchyroll's on HBO.
wow,
Wow.
that's gonna be interesting. That's interesting. Well, I really thought Netflix would have been the one to actually do that.
Crunchyroll and Cartoon Network are all on. I
HBO.
watch
Ain't that something?
I watch
Wow.
so much Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
I love Space
But yeah,
Ghost.
definitely do
miss
Netflix. Definitely do Verve because that's like the budget one
Is-
because you
is
get
that
other
a-
stuff then too.
A
Like you
streaming
get,
service? Or?
yeah, Verve is a streaming service. It's VRV, and what you basically get, you can get like Shudder, you can get different anime, you could get different documentaries, and then you could get that Harmon Quest, which is like a D&D like celebrity game that they
Okay.
have with Dan Harmon. It's pretty cool. It's animated
Dave
too.
Michael said my son is huge in the Zoids, and we're at the point where they encounter the T-Rex Zoid.
Oh, cool. I really watched the original one where they had like the battle tournaments and they had like this referee.
How many seasons is it if it's from the 80s?
Or did
Well,
it stop
they,
and
no,
come
they,
back?
no, they came out with like the toy line in
Like a
like the
rebooted
late 80s,
version?
early 90s, and then they came out with the television series like in the 90s, and then they went from there.
So it's been going on since the 90s.
About that, yeah. It's
So
it's
how many
a,
seasons?
Jesus Christ.
I would say like 4 or 5. They go on and off. They're really weird. It's
Wow.
really weird with
4 or
seasons.
5.
I don't think Ben gets what you're saying.
No, I know exactly what he's saying, but it's
Just
just
asking
there's-
if the show was going from 1990 till
There's
today.
there's always different iterations, kind of like Digimon, like how they
like
went through one.
Transformers.
They did like
Yeah, okay.
Transformers, yeah. So
Okay.
like it's like a kind of a soft reboot. It kind of tells like the loose premise
Yeah,
of like the
um,
Liger
Ninja
yeah.
Turtles.
Yeah, Ninja Turtle, yeah.
Rebooted 4 or
Exactly.
5
Yeah,
times.
yeah. That's exactly how Zoids is.
Cool. All right, Bree, what are you into?
Oh, well, I'm still playing Animal Crossing. I'm trying to get a few last bugs in before they go out this month. Just as a heads up, we are getting the new update in early September.
What did they say what it is?
They didn't give too many details about it yet, but most likely the Halloween things.
I may jump back in for Halloween.
Trick or
Oh,
treat.
Yes,
yeah.
Jack comes. He's a little pumpkin guy, and then you get a whole Halloween line of like wardrobes and things, like for your whole house. So like wallpaper, flooring, like on all your furniture.
Is it going to be like
I would assume costumes.
you're going to
right?
get anytime
Hopefully.
you shoot a balloon out of the sky, you go fishing, you catch jack-o'-lanterns?
Yeah.
They better not do that
Oh,
again. That's going to
God.
be horrible. They haven't really released too much about that yet. We should get new sea creatures. And there's rumor that we might get our beloved Roost back with our pigeon friend.
So it's been Halloween on my island since day one.
Because he made it Halloween.
Because
themed.
somehow I didn't make it. I didn't download it. I thought somebody came to my island and played a prank on me and just gave it to all my villagers. But literally, all my villagers walk around with Mr. Good Guy sweaters on, like the Chucky sweaters,
Oh, really?
and it literally says "Good Guy" on it, and it's like blood splatter all over them.
I wonder how you got that.
Dude, every one of my villagers have. Even when I get a brand
So-
new villager, like I kick somebody out and the new villager comes in, it's
They
like
have
the
it.
guy was like, "Wear this. This is gonna fuck with him."
Maybe it's.
Do you have it hanging on the back of your shop? Did you check yet?
No,
You should check.
You
Oh,
know
you did check,
what?
or it's not there?
no, I didn't see it there.
What if Heidi plays it while you're asleep?
Heidi doesn't. She played it one time and she couldn't figure out how to shake a tree. She's not gonna download the Mr. Good Guy fucking.
Aw.
You don't know
It'd be
that. She
really
might-
funny if she did though, because
If
she loves
shaking a
horror.
tree is too much, she ain't gonna hack the game.
Yeah, I literally had to. I went around and had her pick up the stuff I had in the ground one time, and that was it. And she's
Was
like,
she like, I don't like this.
she's like, I don't get it. I'm like, you have to work. She goes, I'm over it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I
Yeah,
was.
so everyone on my island wears bloody Mr. Good Guy clothes.
That's great. I love it.
So strange.
That's weird.
So if anyone's wondering who I'm referring to as our pigeon friend, his name is Brewster. He runs a little coffee shop, and it's usually in the museum. And then you have to learn whoever is in your village. You have to learn their favorite like coffee drink. They like certain like swirls, or they like so much coffee, like sugar in their
I'll turn
coffee.
into Andy on this one.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Buy your own coffee.
Yeah.
No, they buy their own coffee, but you have to learn how to make their coffee the preferred way.
Maybe you'll get a coffee
So you-
shop. Yeah, you'll be a barista.
That's what you are. Like you're
Yeah.
kind of like you help Brewster. You're like his apprentice, and you're like a barista for them. But you just have to remember how they like their coffee. So Cherry,
What if you
I
can-
love Cherry. You love Cherry. She likes her coffee a certain way. You just have to figure out how does she like her coffee. So you kind of like just throw certain things together, and hopefully
Now,
that's the
if
right
they
one.
pay for it, but if
You
it's out
got
of your
one
pocket, fuck
chance.
that.
And no, that they pay for it.
Oh, good.
You don't pay for it.
You
get
got
the money?
one chance.
Do you get the money?
I don't know what they're gonna do in this game. It like builds up friendship points, and you build up a friendship with Brewster, and then you earn things with Brewster. He's my boy. I love him.
Honestly, it would be really cool if like you can upgrade that coffee shop with all like those millions and billions of Vels that you have left over. You know what I mean?
My
So-
5,000.
Well, if you would get back in and let
I
us
think I have-
help you
I
with
think I
our
have-
supplies,
I
you'd
think
be
I
right
have like
up there.
2 or 3 million sitting
Really?
in there that I don't.
I got 4.
I think the
4 mil.
most I ever had was maybe 10,000.
I got to a
Maybe.
point where
Oh no, with the second house, 20,000.
yeah, I bought like $2 million worth of turnips.
Oh my god.
And I literally every single square inch of my floor in my house was filled with turnips.
Make a
And
turnip
then
garden.
I
Did it-
found a lady online who was her turnips were selling for like 600 something a piece.
Mhm.
It's long.
And I literally she let me I had full access to her game and I would just go and take full roads back and forth and I made like $10 million.
Oh, wow.
And I got to the point where I think I dropped you like $1 million.
You dropped me like $2 million to pay for my fucking house.
Yeah, I was giving everybody. I think I gave you. Did I give you money?
I think you offered, but then I was like, stop. Not that I didn't want your help, of course.
Yeah.
I wanted to earn it myself
Yeah.
because I'm a
Steve's
hardcore.
daughter.
Yeah,
Steve's
if you gave it to
daughter. I
Steve's
gave
daughter.
Steve's daughter. I dropped $1 million for her birthday.
Was she like, what?
Yeah, she freaked
She was
out.
happy.
Maybe a
Well,
little kid.
I made in the group chat. Like, what? We're all gonna give her presents, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna give her money. And they're like, "What?" And I went $1 million, and they all thought I was joking. And then I dropped $1 million
Dropped
on
it
the ground,
right there.
and she was like she was like
Just-
doing the emoji, like, "Holy shit!"
It was cute.
Yeah, yeah. I gave like so much of the money
That's cool.
because I finished my house and I had all this money.
Yeah,
and
what do
I
you do with it?
I had
at
nothing
that point?
because the game was just like I was done at that point.
Yeah.
I finished everything.
And really, the only thing that you really do at that point is just to catch fish and you catch the bugs. And
Yeah.
now
The art.
I'm kind of glad that
I might
the
jump
art-
back into it
yeah.
tonight. I may fuck around with it tonight.
I also like the deep sea creatures then too.
I haven't
so-
done that at all yet.
Oh, there's lots of good ones.
I haven't done any of that. I haven't turned the game on since.
There's a bastard clam, big clam that you can get. I actually have one as a pet.
wow.
They are fun.
I
Wow.
tried turned it on just to see how the diving worked. I played it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
to see
it's
how
fun.
it worked. I was like, oh, okay, it's cool. This should be from the beginning. But
Yeah.
Don't the coconut crabs come next month?
I heard that.
Yeah, because they're like super tall. They're kind of like your turtle or horseshoe crab, but they're like giant
huge.
crabs.
Yeah, I was so close. I was on par to get every fish like for every month, and then I stopped for a while. So there's probably a few months where I missed creatures, and I almost had like my fishes all done and my bugs.
I think the one I really missed was that's the sweet fish or whatever, or like it was one of those rare ones.
Sweet fish is still available. Not to cut you off. Just
Oh
so
no,
you know.
it was I forget what it was. It was a string fish.
Oh, the
yeah,
stringfish.
because that like was at the beginning of the year then too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I think I only have like one bug that I didn't get. I think it's like the gold scarab.
Oh yeah, I can't
Yeah.
get the gold or the giraffe, and then I'll just need the dung beetle, and I have all my fish now, and then I have as many sea creatures as you can get. So
Any other games you're playing?
no, just Animal Crossing right now. Well, I'm still playing Pokemon as well, but I'm trying to get these 2 beetles before the end of the month next week.
Yeah.
Or no, I guess it's this week. This week, so I only have a little bit of time left. So then one more rumor, just with Animal Crossing, they're talking that we might get, according to data mining, we might get some vegetables and some other things. I don't know if it's fruit or something else that you could possibly cook with. So like it looks like we're getting closer
If we're gonna
to
get
cooking.
farming, right, so we can have farming, they need to like expand around.
yeah, make the island bigger.
Yeah, a little bit.
I felt the island's too small to begin with.
I think so too. I think they gotta make it
Yeah.
a little bigger.
Yeah.
I agree with that. And then maybe we get some more villagers in. I would like a few more villagers
Yeah,
on my
I
island.
think it should be more than just what 8,
10.
10.
You
Make
said-
your island a little bigger
Mhm.
because if you're gonna start adding shops and stuff where you can make like a downtown section,
Yeah.
I wanted we could do like a downtown section
And
and,
if you want fields to plant all your new stuff.
and be like, hey, your island has grown.
Yeah,
There's-
that's what it should be by 20%. And
Yeah.
if you get this, it will go up by 20 more percent.
There's so much potential in Animal Crossing that they can do
They're
with that.
definitely looking at the long haul.
Yeah, and
And
that's
co-
realistic what they should
COVID's
do.
definitely slowing them down.
Oh man. Well, besides that, I mean, like again, pandemic was the best thing that happened to Animal Crossing. Worst thing, pandemic, because people were just ripping through it, playing hours
Yeah.
upon hours, like 12. They're putting 12-hour shifts and
my
fucking
God.
playing Animal Crossing.
And that's
Oh
not how you play
God.
Animal Crossing.
No.
It's not usually how you play
Yeah.
it.
We are running a little long here. So is there any other games or movies you're into?
No other games, just that. We did watch Birds of Prey finally, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah,
it was a
it's
great
fantastic.
movie,
Yeah, that was
very
good.
very good. And we finished Letterkenny.
I haven't
Oh yeah.
talked
Good.
to anyone that said bad about it except for people online.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
don't.
those haters.
I
You know,
liked
the
it.
people
I
that
liked it a
just
lot.
hate it because they want to hate it.
Yeah, it was so good, very well written, very good acting, good everything
Mhm.
was great. Nothing
Except
nothing
Harley's
bad.
outfits. Harley's outfits were terrible.
I didn't mind
I
them,
know,
but
you didn't like that.
I was okay with them. But there's not much that irritates me.
But that
so.
doesn't ruin the movie for me.
No.
Still a good movie.
Yeah.
Dude, for how awesome Harley is as a character, I thought she was outshined by some of her counterparts. I
Sometimes,
thought
yeah.
some of the
Which-
characters
which
did
probably
really well.
was meant, so that way you can,
Absolutely.
I
I wouldn't mind a Black Canary movie with her.
Oh, she was good.
don't know how a solo movie. Maybe if it went right to like the HBO thing, like it was a
Yeah.
movie right to that.
I would watch.
I'd watch it.
I'd watch a Black Canary movie before I watch a Black Widow.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd rather watch Black Widow.
Black Widow is nothing for me as a character.
I like both.
Yeah, she doesn't do it for me.
That's like I don't like Ant-Man. I like Paul Rudd, but
See, I like Ant-Man because of Paul Rudd, though.
Yeah, probably. Like if it wasn't Paul Rudd, you probably wouldn't like it.
Probably. If they cast anybody else, it'd be a tough
Yeah,
watch.
if I can,
Yeah,
so
I agree.
I don't care.
What else are you into? What are you into right now?
Nothing.
You're not watching or playing anything?
I haven't watched anything in so long. Except
'Cause
wrestling.
'cause
The only thing
he's
I
here
li-
every day.
The only thing I watch is wrestling. That's
Yeah.
it. And then YouTube videos about video games and comic books. So
Yeah.
I read some comic books, but if we're long, I don't want to get
Well,
into it.
we can kind of double team this.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
So me and Andy got me into the world of Kickstarter, and this is my first ever Kickstarter. So Andy got just the comic, and I got the comic and the print. So
Yeah.
this is we
both
did
got
this
the same
before
one.
with this same artist with the Lady Death. So we did Andy's Lady Death Kickstarter package. So this is La Muerta.
La Muerta.
Yeah, one of those.
Close.
Whatever. It depends how you get your tongue working. But this is done by Coughing Comics, and the artist is McLean. But what's his first name? Is it?
I forget. I'll open it here.
Is it on the
Brian
back?
Polito is the creator.
Yes,
but
Brian Polito is the creator.
He did not write this particular issue.
Yes. But this character, in a nutshell, she's a female Punisher.
I like that.
So she dies, comes back, or you think she dies and comes back. I'm not sure the exact backstory. I just got chapter 6, but I want to go back and read the other ones just to kind of find out more about the character.
It's written by Mike McLean and it's illustrated by Joel Gomez. So he does all the art, but then
Yeah.
the colors are done by CC De La Cruz. So.
So for $30, I think I got the print, which is autographed. It comes with the comic, which is autographed, and then every time the Kickstarter hits another goal, they throw more free shit in for you. So depending on how many people Kickstart it, you get more and more free stuff.
Because it's like
This is absolutely
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so every time,
That's real
like,
nice.
let's just make it easy. We hit $5,000, we'll add this sticker, and they hit that. If we hit $6,000, we'll add a magnet, and then you get, as long as you get one physical item backing, then you get all the stuff. So you
Yes.
just buy the lowest comic, which I did. I just paid $20. I got the main comic.
And literally,
That was real
it's
nice.
more
Yeah.
it's more of like more bang for your buck, really.
Yeah.
And honestly,
And
it
that's
made-
really cool.
As my first Kickstarter, it'd be hard for me to kickstart something else that didn't have goals.
Yeah,
Mhm.
stretch goals.
Because you're like, oh, this is cool. You know what I mean? And then when it comes in, you're like, hey, do you wanna here, check out this book. Here's a card.
And there was also, we didn't win, but there's also like things you could enter. And there's 13 gold variants, and then there was
Yeah.
metal covers
so
that were
I'm
inserted
not sure
randomly.
I'm not sure how they pick it or they just do it randomly, but you can have like an insert that's completely different from somebody else's.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he
Well,
said
as a bonus.
you
you
said
like
I got
an
a
extra.
different one of these.
Yeah, I thought mine, maybe it's the same. I thought it was different.
Yeah. So mine came with this
It's a
little
mini print.
mini print. It's gonna be hard to see, but we'll take pictures of all this and put it on the Instagram. But this is the mini print. It comes with a bookmark of the character. It comes with a 2021 calendar. It comes with I think 4 cards. This card says this is the total raised, I believe.
Yes.
This is the memorial card.
And it's pretty cool. 'Cause it not just says the total raise, but it says like 1,581 returning backers. So that were back before or back
Nice.
again.
Oh wow.
And that's, I mean,
100
I'm coming back for the
Yeah,
next one.
$137,325 raised for this particular Kickstarter.
Yep, and
93 new backers. You were one of the new backers.
I
so there you
was.
go.
Yep. And then it's just 4 different trading cards, but then this one is like the overall of what the campaign did.
Yeah.
This is a sticker that will be going on the table as soon as we're done. That'll make the table. This will also make the table. This is a giant bumper
Yeah, you
sticker.
get a bumper sticker.
So I've been putting the bumper stickers on the edge of the table. Like when I get bumper stickers, they go around the
Okay.
edges. It came with a $13 bill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
For kicking ass on the back.
It came with a wooden nickel.
That's awesome.
I think the wooden nickel is my favorite, to be honest with you. And then I got a larger print, like a little bigger print. The art is fantastic. I got a pin. I'm a huge pin fan.
Pins are always nice.
I got 2 pins
then-
actually. Then I got a huge pin as her as a Grim Reaper.
Very cool.
That'll definitely go on something. And then I got a couple magnets here. So I have her as a magnet. I have the United States
Yeah, chaos or coffin. Sorry,
as a thing, and then I got Coughing Comics magnet.
Yeah,
So a lot of really cool
and that's
stuff.
all free.
And that was all free. I didn't have to pay extra for that.
Yeah.
That was all because, word of mouth. Like, hey, you guys are kickstarting and putting more money into this. So we know if we hit X amount of dollars that we covered the cost of the comic, so we can go buy a set of pins to give you guys because you went above and beyond what we thought we were going to make. So it's really cool.
And sometimes you get wacky, like there was a Lady Death condom.
Yeah. So yeah, right now, if you want to support this artist and
Yeah, there
this
is a
and
Lady
Coffee
Death right
Comics,
now.
they're doing the Lady Death variant right now.
Infamous Treachery, I believe it's called.
Yep.
Very cool.
Dang.
So just go on, go to Kickstarter and just search in Lady Death, or you can type
Or-
in Coughing Comics.
Yeah, or Brian Polito will come
Yep.
up.
And
Mm,
that's what's
it.
happening right now, right? So if you want to jump in a Kickstarter, like I said, $20 as long as you buy one physical album,
One physical thing.
one
yeah.
physical thing, and all this extra stuff comes with it. They do very well, so their comics do really good when it comes to Kickstarting. So you're probably good.
So Lady Death is his best one, right? So they're at right now. There's still 16 days to go, and they only wanted 15,000. There's $292,000.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Wow.
The art's real nice.
yeah.
So
They always get a lot of good artists.
And the cool thing with this is too, so there's 16 days left in this, right? So you didn't have to be on day one.
No.
So if you jump in right now and they have 50 items that are free that they're going to send you, and you jump in right now, you're getting all those
yeah,
items.
you buy one
Wow.
comic. Yeah.
Yeah, so you
That's
buy
pretty
one
neat.
physical item, you are guaranteed to get all the physical, all the bonus items because you kickstarted in.
That's
So
pretty
you didn't
cool.
have to be, you didn't. It wasn't like, oh, you kickstarted now, so you get the next bonus. You know what I mean? It's all grouped into one.
Yeah,
That's
you can
pretty
get
nice.
more. You can get the base comic, or you can pay more for a metal cover or a shiny cover or variants. There's ones with little
I like
gems in
that.
them.
And they'll autograph everyone.
Yeah, Brian.
You
will
can choose
autograph.
not to get them autographed.
Yeah, if you
So
want.
when the whole thing is over, they'll send you an email say, "Do you want this autographed? Do you want this autographed? Do you want?" And you just click autographed or not autographed. And there's no charge.
That
Oh,
sounds like a
okay.
really great, Kickstarter.
They do run. Yeah, they
Yeah.
run nice
Yeah,
Kickstarter.
it's really cool.
It's very
they're on-
smooth. It's
The
very
Late Death is
efficient.
the 12th one. I believe this was on 6 or 7,
And the art's
and
fantastic.
then Hell Witch was
I
on
like that
2 or
art.
3.
And every single one of the comics by this coffin are all like empowered women. They're
Yeah,
all really
he
cool.
likes all women characters.
Yeah, they're all like.
I mean, there's
super-
male characters too, but
and they're
the
good.
main characters.
Yeah. So
You got to mix it up, everyone. You
girl,
Yeah.
mix
girl
it up.
power, right?
That's right.
All right. Let's go. Let's get through the show and tell tonight. Whoever you want to go first because you have some books you brought with you.
Oh yeah. So well, I brought Midnight Sun. For anybody who likes Twilight, I did show it earlier.
For anyone who thinks Robert Pattinson is attractive.
Yeah.
But it's not all about Robert Patterson. We have a lot of other great characters in Twilight.
So
although I
real
am
quick,
team
just
Team Edward.
Team
Go ahead.
Edward. So at the end of Twilight, right? I don't know how it ends. Is this a continuation of or is this a prequel?
Okay, so actually, what Midnight Sun is, which I'll show it again. I don't know where the camera is.
That blown out pomegranate.
Yeah, so Midnight Sun is actually a retelling of Twilight, but it's from Edward's point of view.
Oh.
Twilight is the Twilight
Is he
series.
the vampire or the werewolf?
He's the vampire. Yep, the werewolf is Jacob. So most people are either Team Edward or Team Jacob. Edward is, of course, the most popular. Not because, I don't believe it's because Robert Patterson plays him, but it could be. I'm not sure. I saw the movie, loved the movies, and then read the books. The books are actually way better than
How
the
many movies is there? 3?
There's actually 5 because they split the
Whoa.
last one into 2 parts.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so this right here is a retelling of the first one from Edward's point of view because the Twilight saga is actually told from Bella's point of view.
Is that the girl they're both after?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. So some little Twilight news actually for all of you fans, because I'm sure it's not just me alone in this world here that likes Twilight. But if it is, oh well.
And they sell a lot of books.
They do. You know what? Nobody thought this was going to be big because she didn't release it right away when it was written because somebody leaked it and she was really bitter. So this actually was released 10 years later. This was supposed to be released 10 years ago.
That's been out for 10 years already.
Yep.
Holy shit.
2000.
You
I
know
want
what's
to say.
funny?
What's
I
her
had-
name is a terrible actor. That
She's
just popped
horrible.
in my head.
So-
Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I read someone's review on it, and they said, "Wow, her writing has gotten so much better." But now that you're saying that it's 10
It's
years,
been out, the whole
it
time.
hasn't. It's been written 10 years, over 10 years now. It's funny that they're like,
There could have been some revisions and
Yeah,
all that
maybe,
too in between that time.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't. I'm gonna start it. Well, I was gonna start tonight, but I'll probably start tomorrow. But this book is really hard to get right now.
Really?
They thought that the Twilight Rage was over. Oh no, it's sold out. I think it's over 50 million copies already. Really, really quick. So I was lucky to get a copy of this because I didn't pre-order it.
Oh, that sucks. You get the stickers. I'll get in trouble there.
it's like broken into sections. It doesn't come off together. I mean, once you get the next
Yeah,
section,
yeah.
it comes
Oh,
off, but
okay.
it does
There we
this.
go. So some Twilight news is, so yes, this is a retelling of Twilight, but from Edward's point of view, so it'll be really interesting to see how things
Okay.
played from his point of view. So I'm really excited to read it because when it was leaked, I did read what was leaked, and it was good.
Well, the other guy's an asshole, right? Like,
The whole time I was like, I hate that guy.
actually-
that guy's a fucking asshole. He's not as good looking as me.
I took my shirt off.
Oh, and Edward's the vampire, right?
Edward's the
Werewolves are the
vampire.
shits. They can't do nothing.
Sticky dogs.
Yeah, they're idiots.
They're actually both really good characters. It
But,
just depends which character you prefer.
I
Do
mean,
they get racist to each other? Like you blood-sucking
Yeah,
scum.
in
yeah.
the beginning, but they actually, I don't want to ruin it for people who didn't read it or might want to give it a chance now, but they actually kind of grow to be cordial
Mm.
and kind of grow to be like a
I
family,
may or
but
may
a
not
different
spill
kind of
pickle
family.
soda on the floor over here.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't want to
boy.
like ruin it, but they become a family in some way, which if when you read the end, you'll see why. Unless somebody wants to know, if anybody in the chat
I'm sure.
wants to know.
Hey, the book's been out for 10 years. Too bad.
That's true. That's true. It is too bad. So if you would like to know, just let me know. I'll
I was going to ask
explain
you, did one of them die?
No, none
Oh,
of
wow,
them
they all-
die.
wow. I
No,
love
they
that.
both live. I mean, other characters die, but
Yeah, not the
but
main ones.
No, not the main ones.
So if you
really.
read this book, right, and you already know how the Twilight series goes, is it still worth picking up because it's coming from a point of view that you already know how the outcome is?
I think it's worth. I think it's worth it because you're seeing things from Edward's point of view. The whole story is told from Bella's point of view. So it'll be interesting to see the story from a
Another
vampire's
perspective.
Yeah, because it's going to be from the vampire's point of view and not the human's point of view.
Is there a bad guy in the book or not really?
Yeah. The ruling vampire family. So there's so many vampires in the world, and they have to follow like certain rules and like a pecking order.
Okay.
And if you fall out of line there, you have some serious consequences to pay.
Kind of like know your place and
Yes, and there ends
Okay.
up being like a vampire war
Oh,
in
wow.
like the third into the third, like I'd say the third book, and the third movie, and it's like a big deal, a pretty good fight, I would say. And then eventually the werewolves. So it has been out 10 years. So we're gonna say
Yeah.
you're right. Oh well. So the werewolves and the vampires do have to team up to fight them because they're pretty serious, and a lot of these vampires have been around for years and years, and each vampire has a special ability. Yeah,
they kind of
so-
have like a kill count of sorts, and they've been around for so long that like all those souls are in their bodies.
Check it out.
and
If
stuff.
this book focused
Things.
more on action than romance, it's Underworld.
I think
Yeah.
it does later in the
Yeah.
movies. Like the first
It
movie we
does.
watched
Right.
is very romancy and
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A, and then it gets to the point where like in the third and fourth movie, I think it's super actiony.
Wow.
It is.
Well, isn't there like you don't find out that the dude's a werewolf until like part 2 of the movie, right?
Right.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't know he's a
Wow.
werewolf right away. They hide it.
He's-
They
I
hide
don't
it.
like it. He's a fat head to me. That like Spanish looking fella.
head.
Taylor
Yeah.
Lautner.
He has a fat head.
I like him
Wait,
too.
he was in the office?
Was
Taylor, yes, he was.
He was one of the interns.
Taylor
Oh, at
He
the end?
was,
Is it
yes.
Taylor
I didn't know
Lautner?
that. Wow.
Taylor Lautner.
Oh, I'm good.
He's
Very
gonna get
good.
real fat one day. You watch and see.
I think they
He's
actually
still looking
jokingly
pretty
s-
good. I follow him on Instagram.
I
he's
thought
he's
they.
in shape.
I thought he actually did get fat
Oh,
at
did he
one
get fat?
point. I think
I
at
don't know,
one
he's
point,
still-
like after the Twilight movies, he got fat
I'm
and then
not
he got.
judging.
He's
Yeah.
back in shape then. But
Yeah.
yeah. So to get back to the Twilight news I had alluded to, so Stephanie Myers does have two other, I think at least two, maybe a third other Twilight books she would like to write. It's just that she's focusing she's focusing on other works right now, but then she's going to come back to her 2 to 3 other books.
Hey,
that
if you
was
sold
big
50
news.
million copies, why not write more?
Yeah, that's right. So there is some more Twilight books coming down.
Better write your ass off.
But it's going to be like after, I'm pretty sure. It's not going to be any prequels. It's not going to be any retellings. This is the only retelling, I'm pretty sure. She didn't really specify, but
So Jacob doesn't get his own story?
Yeah, he should get his
he
own.
should. I agree. I would love to see something from Taylor.
The viewpoint
Taylor
from
Lautner
some
slash
other
Jacobs.
guy that lived next door.
Yeah, because they're both great characters. It
I
just
think
depends
they're
what
having
you
weird
like.
threesomes over there. Like the guy from next door, because he don't know
and
him.
they call the next book with the
He's a
werewolf's
ghost.
point of werewolf's point of view, Wolf's Bane.
Wolfsbane.
That would be.
That's
You
probably. I
should
bet
write
there
that
is a
into
book.
her.
Wolfsbane.
Write that into her. She might
Probably.
like that.
It's probably one of those cheesy.
I bet you there's another Midnight
romance
Sun book
novels.
somewhere.
And what's going to happen is she's going to go, whoever gave me this idea is a fucking genius. And then she's going to meet Ben and be like, what the fuck did I do? He's like, all right, listen, this character, the Drifter.
Oh God! From the It's Just Beer podcast.
Oh well.
And
hey,
I'm like
Wolfsbane's a good
3/4.
title.
That's a
Three-
big book.
3/4 of the
This
way,
year.
I was gonna make my point and I fizzled.
I don't think you had a
Fizzled.
point though in that story, Ben.
But it reminds.
Anyway.
Lord Hobo
okay,
reminded me
we're not
of the
talking about-
Drifter.
we're not
Lord
talking-
Hobo because it was Hobo.
We're not talking about that.
All right.
This being a big book.
we did.
Yeah,
we
let's
did.
see. Yeah, this is
How many
like
pages?
A lot.
Yeah,
That's a
there's
big
a
book.
lot.
I can't read books, man.
I'm gonna
I can
guess.
read comics all day long, but I
Let
can't
me
read
just
books.
take a look at the thickness of the book. I'm gonna take a wild guess here.
Because I get intimidated by all the
Yeah,
words.
you want to give it a way?
As dumb as that sounds, like this is too many words. I'll never be able to read it.
Do you want to jump into your next one here?
Yes.
I'm gonna probably go like 1,400 pages.
Why don't you just look at the end?
658.
Whoa!
Oh, wow, that's way too. Wow, I way overshot on that.
That's okay, but it looks like real thick. But her books, like she's
Super
a great.
intimidating.
I would have
Yeah.
guessed 1,000.
How big's the font?
It's pretty small.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's that
No,
big.
that's actually decent for.
It's
for
not like little
reading.
kid size. where
No,
like
it's
little
not like those little small like pocket books, and you're
Lol.
like,
Billy said, let me look at the thickness.
Oh boy.
"Hey,
you want
Billy,
to give him a show? Show it to him.
witness the thickness, Billy."
Maybe show him the
Are
spine.
you down with the thickness? The Jordan Gray shirt? What if Billy's like, I really like Twilight.
Maybe he does, and there's nothing wrong with it. I know
got-
some guys who
we
like
got-
it.
So spoiler alert, or I'm sorry, shocker here. Bree brought Star Wars stuff.
Whoa.
More than one. Is anybody surprised?
Whoa.
Because you should not be. It's my favorite thing ever. So another good book, and I was going to ask for fans to help me decide which book to read first.
Ray.
There's no Ray.
No, Leia. I thought it was
Leia.
a Ray book. Leia.
Okay, well, you know Andy's input. Anybody
I
else?
say Leia as well.
Yeah,
I say
I
Leia
probably would
because,
go with
because you
that.
already know the story in that one.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
very
By
true.
the way, I guess you would
Because
already know. Well, maybe not. Maybe it.
Okay,
It takes
if
place
you're that type of
different time.
person, you know how I would go about it? I'd read Leia
Def
first.
Star Wars, Billy says.
what does he say? Definitely
yeah.
stars?
Definitely Star Wars, yeah.
I'm sure that's going to get the
I'd
vote.
read Leia, and then like in my breaks, I'll read like a few pages.
I would
of
take
that.
10 years.
I'd be
I would-
a
I would-
psychopath. like
I
that.
would take 10 years to read that book because it took her 10 years to release to her fans.
Yeah.
Only
It
'cause
would
she
take
was
me 10
upset.
years to read that book. Because I'd be like, oh, I can't do it.
5 minutes for a paragraph. Okay, I'm done. And then you keep doing it.
I'm going to
every
read
day.
one paragraph a day or a week.
600
10
pages,
years.
though, isn't terrible.
And then you get to
No.
dialogue.
Yeah.
I am the,
Oh,
and then you're done.
I don't know. I just can't. I can't read books. I just
I
can't.
have a hard time with stories, but I can read autobiographies of people.
Really? Now I can read that
Oh, it's
monster thing
interesting.
because it's like, okay, this page about this monster,
Yeah.
and then the next page about a different one. That one's, but if it was a constant story, no way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I was in college, like when you used to read like it was like Troy or Oedipus or whatever, like I would try like get through 2 paragraphs
Well,
and
that's
be
probably
passing
hard.
the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's probably
All right,
hard.
let her get back on. This is
Go
going to
on,
be a long
sorry-
episode,
sorry-
people, so
sorry
buckle
about
up. Yeah.
that. Sorry for
Oh,
butting
I
in.
love those stories, though. But anyway, I read them both. I read both the Odyssey and the Iliad. Both very good. So here is another good, that looks real good. This is about a young Leia. It tells her story, and I believe it will lead up to like A New Hope. It's by Claudia Gray. It looks really good.
Is this canon?
Yes.
I think all
Yes.
books released now are.
Yes.
But like
Yeah.
everything before Disney owned it is maybe.
They say it's legends.
Yeah.
So everything that
They
was,
take what they want.
that's what they do. No Mara Jade. I'm still very bitter. You'll
Yep.
never hear the end of that from me.
So
Love
which
Mara
one?
Jade.
So a big storyline they're saying.
Luke's
that,
wife.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
so
Luke
they're
got
saying-
married.
so they're saying
after.
that didn't happen.
Yeah, and everybody loves Mara Jade. Just look up Mara Jade. Kick-ass character.
she became a
strong
Jedi.
woman. She started out evil, and then she met Luke, and then she and Luke had like their little duels, and then
Okay.
Luke turned her to the good side because she also has abilities with the Force, and then they had a child. I want to, of course, don't want to.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wasn't Ray his kid?
No.
Ray is his niece?
No. Ray is just somebody's kid, but then she becomes like an adopted Skywalker.
Yes, Ray is actually a Palpatine.
Yeah.
Oh. So I thought
A
Ray was
clone.
somehow a Skywalker.
That's what everyone thought, but then they call her Ray Skywalker at the end.
Yeah,
So that might be why you got that.
so Palpatine has like several clones of himself, and
Which one's Palpatine?
The main bad guy.
the Emperor.
He's like
Ooh,
the
knocking
Emperor,
stuff
yeah.
over. With the,
That would've
with
been
the
Yeah,
like-
yeah, that on your book.
yeah, oh, don't want to ruin that. That's coming up next. He like the Emperor.
They got the hood.
Yes.
Yes, and he
Gotcha.
like shoots the electric.
side.
I
let
the heat
flow through
Yeah, yeah.
Good, good,
flow through you.
good. Yeah,
He's
you
like the
know.
gatekeeper and
Oh my God,
Yeah.
the gatekeeper.
If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, and he's in the beginning in the prequels, he looks like he's a good guy on the Senate, but really he's not. He's Emperor Palpatine in the background. So yeah, he had a good storyline. But yeah, he has multiple clones, and then one of his clone children got married, and then raised their child, and then to protect her from the real Palpatine, the Emperor, they put her in hiding. That's what her story is, and she didn't know that because they basically deserted her on the planet that you see her in The Force Awakens.
And that's why she
I
has
think
force
she's a cool
powers.
character.
Yeah,
I think
she's
I think
cool.
it sucks that like they're pretty much done with her now.
Well, I think it's her choice. She said that she didn't want to be just known for Star Wars, and in fact, I think that's how a lot of people
I
feel.
hate when actors
I
say
do
that.
too.
Yeah.
Get that fucking money.
Yeah.
Man.
Ask Robert Downey Jr. how fucking Doctor Doolittle did.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Name one thing that Ray has done outside of Star Wars.
I have one thing. I don't wanna-
Since Star Wars. Now during different.
since
since.
Star Wars. Oh, I don't
What
have
did she do
anything.
during Star Wars?
She did one movie. I remember.
The
No,
murder?
let,
the,
it, let her go. Let her go.
the mystery on the murder train. You didn't see
Yeah.
it? It's so good. It's really good.
Do you think people will be going to cons 10 years from now, waiting in line? I want to get my Mystery of Murder Train DVD signed.
She'll
can't think
never.
of the
There's some
movie.
psychopaths
She
that are
will
like
never
that.
ever do anything bigger than she did
No,
Star Wars.
No.
never. And it's okay. That's all right. You can be that. Like
I
that
feel
character.
the same way.
Like,
Some
what's
little
wrong with that?
some little
Cast me in
She
Star
could go-
Wars.
She could do 1,000 movies,
I'll be a
and people are
Jedi.
like, "There's Ray."
yeah. Some little girl
Sorry,
who grew up.
maybe you shouldn't have took it then.
And the girl's dad or mom, who was a big Star Wars fan, said, "Look, here's the new character, and it's a woman."
Yeah.
she's like the Wonder Woman of the Star Wars series, besides Leia.
Yeah.
And then they turned and made her a badass, and she fought and she saved the day. And then you're like, a little girl goes up and sees you, like, "Oh, I remember you on Murder Train." Like, no, you're fucking,
Yeah.
you're whatever.
You're Rey.
You're Rey.
And there's nothing even like to even have her even go still beyond the Star Wars films, and then
The only thing she
that
can do
would
that
be
could
more of an
top it is if
interest,
she got cast to be a superhero.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's it.
realistically,
That's right.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
I would love to be in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Cast me Disney. I'll be there.
Saul is
I'm-
real from Brave. Jesus.
My love for Star Wars runs deep.
Would you be bad or good?
Only good or gray. Gray.
What if they cast you be bad?
I mean, I'll do it, but I won't be happy about it. I
I'll-
love
I'll
Star
do
Wars.
whatever
Star
they-
Wars is
whatever
my
they want me to
blood.
do.
Yeah.
That
Star
looks
Wars
like
is
an,
in my blood.
Hopefully, it's a character that doesn't die in one movie.
Yeah. And you're
Yeah,
gonna be the
I'll be
first guy who
pissed.
dies on camera
Yeah.
by getting a
Aw.
lightsaber
Yeah.
up his butt.
you know, that looks
But
like
you know,
an
some of
easy
them-
reader,
some of them
too.
guys
Yeah.
are
Like
like
the chick.
some of the guys that die early on in horror movies still do cons and make money, and
Yeah.
they just all they were in, they just came in, died, and that's it.
They go on Slasher Scotty.
Yeah, I think who the fuck would want to meet them? But apparently, there's people that do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Bob, we used to.
Just
Our
the
friend Bob
expe-
used to meet them.
Yeah,
I think the whole like thing, it's like the mysticism of it. It's like, how was it being on a horror set? And if so, like on a big, on a big movie.
Well,
of
yeah,
sorts.
when me and Nikolai
and you're like
interviewed,
normal, it's like a normal like person too.
yeah, when me and Nikolai interviewed
Zelda.
the guy who played Zelda in
Mhm.
the original Pet Cemetery, he's like, I didn't really get to meet any of the stars because the movie was pretty much done filming when I got there.
Yeah.
And he said, like, I didn't. The only thing I was able to do, like, I had to be in that skin suit for like 20 hours.
Ugh.
He's like, I didn't get to sleep, I didn't get to eat, like nothing. He said it was fucking hard. Like it
Yeah.
was not like he said it was an overall fun experience. He goes, but it was strenuous.
I can imagine
Yeah.
I'm sure.
because not every actor is in the same building at the same time. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In different stages of the filming
Yeah,
too.
yeah. They don't film it from start to finish. They film scene by
So
scene.
you're saying this is young Leia, and then this will go into the New Hope movie.
Yes, it's supposed to build up to the the trilogy, like the rise, like the Skywalker
Gotcha,
trilogy.
yeah.
So yeah, this starts with Leia being 16, and it tells you about a story about her when she's 16. I don't know at what age it goes up to, but I can let you know after I finish it, since this is the vote for what to read first.
And the
Yeah, go
words
for
look
it.
a little more spaced out in that one. So
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
just
an easy.
easier. Yeah, easier.
That's
to read.
100% an easy reader.
Yes, I believe Claudia Gray. She has written another Star Wars story. I believe she mostly writes for young adults, but
Okay.
I don't really care. It's Star Wars, and it's about Leia, who is my favorite Star Wars character on this planet, and will always be. So I'm gonna read it, and I'll let
Yeah.
everybody know how it is.
And to be completely honest with you, that the kind of font, how big it is, and like you could blow through like 20 pages. It looks like you did some work. You're like, oh shit, I did some damage. Versus the bigger book in your 20 page, like holy shit, I have to go and
Yeah.
read another 20, and like it feels like a chore to me in a competition,
Yeah.
at least.
I
But
know.
Yeah,
And
but I think
I
it's
hear
gonna
ya.
be good.
And then
Good.
Andy was flipping through this before the show started. He's very impressed with the art of this.
Yeah.
Yes, I am too. This looks really good. So this came out a few years ago. It took me a little while to get a hold of it. I've been looking for it, and I finally came across it.
oh, look at that.
So this is the Women of the Galaxy. Of course, it doesn't include my other Star Wars love, Mara Jade, but it's all right. I'll get over it. This here is, of course, canon. Ever since Disney bought Star Wars, which many of us Star Wars fans know, the extended universe has been deemed legends. So that's why Mara Jade will not be in this if you're a fellow Mara Jade fan. But everybody that Disney approves of and thinks should be in it will be in this book, and it's all the women.
Is Leia considered now a Disney princess?
Yes, she is.
I would say no. I don't like that. No one
They
from
did
Pirates of the
counter.
Caribbean is like
They did
Well, she's not a
counter.
princess.
Yeah, but I'm just
Just because you're a female character doesn't mean you're a female
Yeah.
princess.
Yeah,
Right,
but
because
I mean-
Esmeralda's not, and I love Esmeralda from
Yeah.
Hunchback of Notre
I don't know,
Dame.
I
But
think-
anyway,
I think only the cartoon people should be the Disney princesses proper.
I understand that.
You mean you're more of like a purist of
Yes.
sorts?
I
okay.
personally, I think
No,
if you
you
buy
are
the Star
purist.
Wars franchise and Princess Leia's there, she's a Disney princess.
I guess you could do whatever, but I don't know. Don't. I don't want to see Mickey Mouse show up in Star Wars.
No.
He won't. I mean, maybe in the South Park episode.
I don't want to see Beauty and the Beast gone beyond the planet. No.
E.T.
told you.
E.T. was in there.
Yeah, well, E.T. Well, that was an alien. That was kind of cool.
So Stitch should be in there.
Is he an alien?
Yeah.
I've never
He is
seen
an
it.
alien. Yeah, I didn't see that
Oh,
one.
yeah, but
It's
it's
one of the few I
not
didn't
a
see.
cartoon though, like a physical.
Like literally
Yeah.
cartoon Stitch comes
Yeah.
up.
This is the cartoon planet.
I don't want to see that either. I'll be a little pissed off.
Darth Maul comes back and gets bit in the face by Stitch.
Is that a cartoon?
It better be real Stitch.
Son of a
Like,
bitch.
All right, this movie's jumped the shark.
Yeah,
Now.
yeah. All right, the women of the and this all the art in this book is done by all female
Yeah, I was
artists.
paging through it.
Yes.
It's pretty, all different female artists. There's like I think there's like 30 or 40.
yeah.
Wow,
And
that's
the cover's done by Jen Bartel. She does a lot of variants for Marvel and DC, and she did a book called Blackbird, and it's awesome.
Here's the page about the artist here.
oh wow,
I
there you
can't-
go.
I'm not sure if you can see.
There's a lot of them.
Mhm.
Is right.
Read some off here. So this is the actual art at the page here.
No, it's just all their art is throughout the book.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's not like page by page. It's just
Oop.
that's who they got.
And it really comes with a nice Star Wars duster jacket.
Mhm.
Yes.
This book does.
Yeah.
That's what
That's what the book cover is. That's what
That's-
they call
Oh.
like a dust
Mhm.
jacket.
I thought you actually got like a jacket.
No,
No.
no. That wouldn't be cool.
I would love that. I'll take a Star Wars jacket.
Yeah, there's a lot of good art there. It's all just all the different female characters from the cartoons and movies.
So
A female droid.
There's female droids.
Well, their
Oh
personality
yeah,
female.
there's a pink R2D2
Oh.
which I'll point out to everybody. That was a really cute one.
Oh,
We also
wow.
have a cute Ewok.
It's basically a droid with
Terminator?
a girl face. Well, there's a girl transformer.
There's the Ewok.
There's a few female
just puts a
Transformers.
pink
Manos
hood on it.
RC.
Just puts a pink hood on it and calls it a day.
Yeah, basically.
It's been such a long time with Transformers.
Dude,
that
I have
just-
literally I've seen that character.
There's a
before.
lot of characters I've never even heard of there. There's some deep cuts.
Real deep
Then there's some
cuts.
video game people. I'm like, well,
Mhm.
so they really do pick and choose who
did
they want.
add the what's her name who just played the new Battlefront 2? The really popular actress. She played in the League. She played Shiva in the League. She was like the main bad guy of the Battlefront 2 video game.
Oh, I didn't play
don't.
Battlefront
What's her name?
2.
Do you remember?
No, she's really pretty though.
Let's see if you can get her
sorry.
name because she might be in there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll look her
Sorry,
up.
yeah.
Were there some deep cuts, Bree, that you were like, oh wow, I can't believe they have them in there, or I did not know, since you being a Star Wars fan?
There are a few I didn't know in here.
Oh,
yeah,
wow,
there are a
okay.
few. There's a few I haven't heard of. But then there's a lot of names that are familiar in here.
They took Dr. Aphra from. She's from the Darth Vader comic book.
Yeah.
Oh
by
wow.
Marvel, so it's like.
Gina,
With a G or a J.
and her actual acting name is Gianna Gavagar,
What's
Okay.
her character name? They're going to have
Um,
her by her character name.
but this is the actress.
Oh, okay. She's
Okay.
pretty. I don't know. I didn't.
I just realized the photo I pulled up for you guys. She's in a see-through shirt.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I didn't notice. I actually didn't
I just noticed it when I looked.
It's for
Um,
RRs only.
And what was she in the league?
She was in the League.
Okay, I never
Yeah.
watched. I heard that's good though.
She's gorgeous, very very pretty. She played Iden Versio, Idenversio.
See in the back. I think it might
As she's paging through the book, like, oh man, I know that character.
She was in True
I like
Blood.
that.
Oh, she's in True Blood. Wait, what's her name again?
In True Blood, she played
Joanna?
oh, shit.
Joella.
No, I think she was a werewolf.
Oh, okay. Do you know what her character name was? I'm a big True Blood fan.
She played Luna Garza in True
Oh,
Blood.
Luna.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
she was a shapeshifter, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I love
I think
True
she
Blood.
fell in love with Sam. I
Yes,
believe.
I remember that.
Yeah, she was in love with Sam.
Samwise Gamgee, who helped
Dude.
Frodo take the Lord.
So when she was in True Blood, I thought she was attractive, but my favorite girl
She
in
was.
True Blood, the redhead chick.
Oh, yeah, I love
Yeah.
her.
She's also in
Karen Page.
Jessica.
Yeah, Karen Page.
Daredevil.
Daredevil. Yeah.
She's Jessica in True Blood.
She's
She's
She
cute.
had a shitty end of the stick in True Blood.
She did. Well,
So-
she's not even in the books.
Yeah,
I
so
read all
she
the books.
dies in True Blood,
Mhm.
right? But when she dies a virgin.
Oh, poor
Mhm,
girl.
Yeah.
And she was like a very sheltered, like Christian girl.
Yeah.
And then she dies and gets brought back to life because the vampires feel bad they killed her and they shouldn't have.
Mhm.
So when they bring her back, she comes back like super rebellious and she's a vampire, so she's very sexual.
Oh, okay.
So, but every single time she has sex, because she's a werewolf, she's a vampire, and she regenerates. She regenerates her
Hymen.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
her hymen.
Yeah, it's
So
rough.
every time she has sex, it's very painful for her.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
Whoa.
You said Iden Versio, right?
she's
Yes.
in it. Yeah.
Here she is.
there she is. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I never really got the chance to play the character, but she's an awesome actress. I would like to go and experience it.
Talk about a Prometheus effect on that, on that death turning into a vampire. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
So, like,
I'm
you know how
lost.
about the regeneration? Like, Prometheus was cursed because he gave
Do it.
humans fire.
Mm.
And so the gods cursed him for that. And
Prometheus and
so,
Bob. Remember that? from-
yeah. But what ended up happening there is basically he ends up getting eaten by a whole bunch of crows. He gets pulled apart and eaten by crows, and he gets regenerated, and they keep doing it over and over again.
All right.
Pretty
so,
wild.
Anything else about the book you want to cover here before we move on?
No, I didn't know if you wanted me to show any art or not. Or...
I'll grab some photos.
Yeah, the art's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah, grab some photos.
There's a lot of good
Actually,
art.
while Ben going over here, grab some photos of your favorite pages.
Yeah.
And send them to me in the group chat. Then we'll put them on. Like grab photos of your books and some of your favorite pages, and then I'll share them. We'll put them on the Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Sound good?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, and also, real quick before we move on from her, we're also going to share in the Instagram, and you'll see it in the photo. You're going to bring a new segment to the show.
Yes, I am. So real quick, I'm going to cover briefly like a different kind of like geek fashion every week. And the first one I'm going to cover is Lokai. Lokai is like a bracelet company, and what they do is they have like different colored beads here. I'm wearing my Star Wars ones today, of course. What a surprise.
Do they have different movies?
Yeah, so they have Star Wars, and then they also started a Disney line.
Okay.
So you can get
They're like rubberized balls, but they don't separate and slide all around the band, which I think is...
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're like one piece.
Yeah.
You know what they remind me of? Remember them bracelets used to be like for like one would be luck and one would be
Yeah.
love
Mhm.
and whatever they were
Oh,
called.
I remember
that?
those. Yeah.
Like in the early 2000s.
They look like bead bracelets, but like I said, they're all fused together so they don't slide around your wrist. 'Cause I used to think they were annoying and they were really loud.
Yes.
They were loud.
Yeah, because they were like beads on a string.
Yeah.
So if the string
these are
popped,
all,
they would just
These
go
are all
flying.
very fused together. They feel very nice. They look very comfortable.
And they are, and you can get them in different sizes. You can get them in extra small, small, medium, large. I don't recall if there's an extra large. It's a really great company. They have like their regular line, then they have their geek lines. As I said, Star Wars and Disney currently. And then they also do things for charity every once in a while, and they have a few charity ones on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you could always check that out. And what I really like about them is they have a white bead and a black bead, on every bracelet. The white bead is made of water from Mount Everest, and then the black bead is made from mud from the deep sea. It'll be on the inside of the bead, so you won't see it. And they do it from the highest place on the earth and the lowest place on earth, and it's to help you if you're having tough times to aspire and to keep doing your best. And when you're, doing really well, to always keep you humble. So they have a really good, message behind
seems like
their
balance.
company.
Like chakras.
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Chakra?
Yeah.
Yes.
Balance. Yeah.
I'm learning about all this
Exactly.
stuff on Truth Behind the Illusion.
Yeah, it's all, and that's what they say. It's all about balance. They have a really good, message.
What characters do you have going on there? You'll be able to see this on Instagram once the show is over, so you guys can check it out. But
Yes, so you can get, I believe, 6 different ones. But I have, of course, Princess Leia. She is my absolute favorite. I've loved Star Wars since a very young age, and she was always my favorite. So I have Leia. I have R2-D2, and I, of course, have Baby Yoda, who's
so when
adorable.
I seen this one, I thought this was the BB-8 guy.
Yeah, so I thought it was BB-8
Yeah, I
as
thought
well.
that too.
Which one, the first one?
Yeah,
Leia?
it's like white and brown.
Oh, yep, nope. So it's Leia with no face, which is my tattoo as well.
Oh, it's her hair.
Yep, it's her hair. So it's her
Oh.
hair with no face, and then you could see her lips. So she has like little lipstick on.
Oh.
And then we have R2-D2.
Now that one you can really tell
Yeah,
that's
that's
R2-D2.
100%
I still have my R2-D2 360. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's a good pattern, we'll say. And then we have little Baby Yodas. Baby Yoda does sell out real quick on Lokai, and it's www.lokai.com.
That's a merchandising juggernaut for them. My
Yeah,
God.
Jesus,
he kills
yeah.
it. That Baby Yoda doll,
Yeah.
they're already saying is going to be like probably this year and next year's hot Christmas item. Like
Yeah.
they said, it might be the first one that will carry over to 2 years.
Really?
In a row.
Wow.
Oh wow!
Like they
is
made like
right.
an animatronic
Mhm.
doll, and it comes
Oh,
with comes with
God.
the carrying case. I guess like the stroller or whatever he has.
Yeah.
With it. I never
Oh,
watched
yeah.
The
Yeah,
Mandalorian,
me either.
but like supposed to be like almost like a new age Furby almost, where
Okay.
like
Oh, dear
the mouth
Lord,
moves
wow.
and stuff like this, and it like makes
Mm.
like and it's hard as hell to
Wow.
find. Yeah,
It's probably gonna be
Oh.
like $300.
it's actually not that expensive, shockingly. Yeah,
I mean, I have one from builtabear.com.
the Build-A-Bear
Shocker.
one sold out quick.
Yeah, and then
did.
it came back and sold out again.
Yeah.
I didn't think Baby Yoda sells. It's crazy. He has
Yeah.
cereal that's out right now.
Do you think if they make a baby, I know the rumors are like a baby Chewie. Do you
Oh.
think if baby Chewie comes, he'll dethrone Yoda?
No.
No.
But it'll be real popular.
I think
I
he'll do
think
really
it
would
would be
well.
definitely-
popular. Yeah.
People
I think it
that
would be
hate
popular.
Baby Yoda would definitely go to Chewie. Baby
could hate
Chewie.
I don't think
Yoda?
it would be a hate thing.
Well, I would
Me
just say
personally-
again, like, yeah.
Well,
Me
if you hated
personally-
one, you probably hate the other.
Me
Yeah.
personally, I think I would lean more towards a baby Chewie than a baby Yoda.
He would look like a little Alf.
Yeah, I have an alpha. I used to be obsessed with Alpha as a kid.
I wish I had an Alpha stuffed animal. I see one in an auction. They
I
weren't too
have one
much.
upstairs.
I have a stuffed Noid. Remember the Noid?
Yeah.
From
Oh,
Doubles?
I would love to get one. Oh my god.
All right, let's dive into your unboxing.
Okay, cool stuff.
Is
So
there anything else about your fashion thing you want to go over? I'm sorry.
Nope, that's all I want to say about Lokai, and that will be what I plugged today. So lokai.com. Sometimes our local jewelry store, Sophie's, sells them. But I don't know if they have the Star Wars ones. I think they're just going to have your regular ones or your charity ones. They're a great
Perfect.
company. Check them out.
And when you send me the photos, type in that website too, so I know to tag them on Instagram.
I
Because you
will.
know how we tag our shirts?
Yes.
So I'll tag your bracelet and stuff too.
Okay, that sounds good.
Cool. And that'll be a new little segment. So she brings a new dynamic to the show. I know we do our shirts, but you're going to bring in some fashion lines and stuff like that.
That's
So if you're into like the nerdy things, she'll hook you up with that. Nerdy fashion.
That's right. I love fashion.
Yeah.
Fashion and nerd.
Sorry.
Nerd stuff.
now you got me saying stuff and things.
All right, open your damn box.
Okay.
Yeah, stop whispering.
For a limited run, I got the PlayStation 4 port of Samurai Showdown 5 Special. Limited run has been doing very well with Fangamer, and basically what they do is they release.
Have you ever played this game before?
I have played it. I actually have the original. It's actually called. There's actually two versions. It's Samurai Showdown 5, and then there's Samurai Showdown 0 Special.
Which was this? What system was this originally on?
Neo
This
Geo?
would be on the Neo Geo, like the
Okay.
AES and MVS
Yeah.
systems.
I would just guess that because of the box.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously, because that's why I got it in the first place. So when we open this bad boy up,
And for
we
those who don't know,
have-
it's in an old-fashioned Neo Geo box, but it is
Yep.
a PS4 game.
as
So
you
we
can see,
did do a topic on Neo. I think if we go back to weekly, I think we should bring back at least once a month the topics
Yeah.
again.
and it actually says in here like it's by SNK. Fangamer is also embossed, and then also the limited run in the case itself. Very nice little package for like 60, 70 bucks. You actually get the postcards that they actually include in there of the
there's a poster
pictures.
or
Then you
something.
also get
The physical
the actual
PS4 game.
physical PS4 game. And then, well, like Andy said, there's the poster.
And the little game.
And finally, the coup de grace, the actual mini
non-working. but it's
non-working consoleized version with the two boards. I like them. It's pretty
cool.
wild.
It's cool that they make that. It's a little bonus.
It's a little gimmicky,
this
but
is-
that's what it's
This
all
is
about.
this game is 1 to 2 players.
Fighting game.
And it is it's a 2-player network game, so you can play this online as well.
Yep.
And it has interconnectivity between the PS4 and the PS Vita. I want to grab a Vita. I know they're not making them anymore.
I never played one.
They still make games for that, surprisingly.
Really?
I know. I want to grab
Mhm.
one.
But yeah, this is. I always like picking them up from limited run. Usually they run their sales 10 o'clock in the morning on a Friday or 6 o'clock in the afternoon. If you missed it, one time during the day, you always have that second opportunity. So just keep your
a lot
alarms
of times
ready.
they sell they have records for like game soundtracks and they sell out like almost immediately.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, it's crazy how like limited
You
run
wouldn't
makes their
think,
money. And pro tip: if you do miss out on certain games, if you go to a convention when they come back again, whenever they have the stands, they always have like a limited,
They keep some
stock,
to sell.
yeah. So if you're like, oh shit, I missed this. Well, you always have an opportunity if you go to a con. So, and finally, last but not least, sort of a slightly controversial card that
You're
I
not,
picked
they're
up.
not going
just
to
like-
see it if you put up to the
Oh,
camera. So just talk
but
about it
we'll-
and then take a picture.
Yeah, we're just gonna do it on Instagram. I actually picked up Space Godzilla Death Corona because it's a Magic the Gathering card that Magic was just like, yeah, we're gonna do this expansion with a whole bunch of different giant monsters, and so they were like, well, why not we throw Godzilla creatures in this?
So
So I
what
think there's-
Magic is starting to do, because they did with Rick and Morty too, they're starting to get licenses for
Which is
Magic
really
cards, which is
cool.
smart because then they're just gonna make more money.
So what they did was, I think they got like 9 monsters. They got Godzilla, Space Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah. There's a whole bunch of them that they got. The card that I particularly have that's going to be on the Instagram is Space Godzilla Death Corona. Well, we know why it's so controversial because it says Corona in it. I ended up picking it up for a very solid deal because they're asking about $180 to $200 for the card alone and holographic too. So
That's crazy.
yeah, so when I saw it, I'm like, yep, I am so picking this up. So I might even get it graded, so we might even have a little journey from there and actually see if it's, a perfect 10 from a Beckett grading card collection or whatever. But that's all that I have for the most part. I didn't want to overwhelm people with all my shit. So
I think once we go back to weekly, we won't have as much of a build up as well too. So.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's what I had. But limited run games, they're usually pretty fun. Special reserve games is also pretty fun too. They have a little bit more of a nicer setup. They make them look like Nintendo, like old Nintendo games, but with
Yeah.
like that matte black box, and then
And
still have
most
the
of these
game.
games were already downloadable. They just make a
Yeah.
physical of it. for
Yeah,
people,
so if you're
for the
one of those
collector.
physical purists, well, there you go.
Yeah, so if you really want to play it, you don't want to go through all this. Samurai Showdown is probably up there for about $12
Yeah.
on Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Andy, what do you got?
Nothing really. We went very long here.
All right.
Some sad. A
Just
couple
got some
books.
comics books.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Was,
go-
is
I
there
can
is
let
there
him
anything
go.
you read that you would like to suggest to people?
Yeah, Thor right now written by so Thor and Venom both written by Donny Cates, and Thor issue, I think it's 4, 6 or whatever. So the Black Winter character came out. I think I talked about that, which is basically an all black Thor, not the race.
How-
It's like all black.
Not to sidetrack you from Thor here. I have a quick question for you because I'm not reading it. What about Joker's new girlfriend? Have you
Punchline.
dove more into her backstory and learned
They
more
did,
about
but
her?
I didn't read. There was like a Joker one shot special.
Okay.
I didn't read that, so like apparently they focused more on her backstory and how she went to school, and there was like some teacher that was real mean to her. So I don't know. I didn't read it, so anyway.
Okay.
So I can't speak much, but she seems pretty cool so far. So her and Harley are set to fight in Batman. By the way, Thor, this Black Winter character came out, and spoilers. Anyone who hasn't read the newest issue, he dies in the immediately next issue. Thor kills him, and he's supposed to be like like Silver Surfer's the Herald of Galactus. Well, Thor's the Herald of Galactus right now. So Galactus is the herald of this Black Winter character. It's supposed to be this real powerful cosmic thing. Thor kills not only Black Winter, he also kills Galactus. And before he dies, he's like, "Well, don't you want me to show you how you die?" And he's like, "Yes." And you turn the page and it flips it, and it's a big picture of Thanos with the Mjolnir, but the Infinity Gems are in the Mjolnir, and all behind him is the Marvel zombies. I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy!"
Oh, so they're going to link that into it.
yeah.
That's
So
that's
that's nutty.
Thor's a really good read right now.
all right. All right. Well, that'll do it here for Not Cool in High School. Go check out the rest of the stuff on the network. It did go a little long, but we will be back every Tuesday. Hopefully, it won't be 2.5 hour episodes. But
That's why I didn't want to talk much.
Listen, some people do like the longer episodes, so we're not gonna try to rush everything to get it out there as well. But thank you guys for hanging out. Comment, follow us on the links below. Join the Facebook group. So if you want to do your own movie reviews or comic book or books or anything, comment them and show us that. Show us your favorite merchandising you have. If you have some cool T-shirts, put them all. Make that Facebook group your own. You can make your content as well. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We're out of here. Make sure you go follow us on Instagram and check out all the cool photos that we're going to be sharing of all the stuff we showed off tonight. See you next time.